What up, dudes? It's your boy. I have returned from my one day off to finish up a Hat in Time. Thank you for the follow, Haas. Really appreciate it. I see we got Mr. Butt. I'm glad you're still alive after your mac and cheese catastrophe. Yeah, what's going on, folks? I hope all's good. I'm tired. I'm like pre-tired for all the driving I'm gonna be doing over the next couple of days, but that's fine because I have a boss rush to complete, and that means it's gamer time. Like, fingers crossed, this is gonna be the last thing we have to do in a Hat in Time. There's not like a secret extra. Oh, game's kind of loud. Okie dokie. It was worth it, but yeah, a bit too much. I mean, whatever's worth it, man. I had to back when I was like really close with my mom's side of the family, they had a macaroni and cheese place that was like the go. Every time it was someone's birthday or like there was an anniversary or anything like that, we would always go there, and they had just like this pure white cheddar cheese macaroni with like bacon bits thrown in. It was like super high class dining because they're a little on the bougier side. Oof. Oh, could eat that shit for hours. Anyway, this is the last thing we have to do. We gotta beat the 4 major EX versions of the bosses without using our hat abilities, which mostly means no time stop hat. White cheddar mac and cheese is so good. Oh, I love mac and cheese. It's good shit. So I've dressed myself up in my anarchy outfit, and I've decided to put the headphones on because I think I just relate to Hat Kid the most when they're wearing headphones now. Even though I'll never be able to use them. Put taco seasoning on it. Never tried that. Oh god, not using time slow feels so wrong. But it's fine, I got this. I can manage this. I think I've had to fight each of these bosses individually without being able to use hat powers, so fuck. Doing them in one long string should be easy peasy. And then I can I don't know, play like Resident Evil or something. But yeah, how's it going, Mr. Butt? So great to see you in chat. I hope all's well. Hey, Kale's here too, and they changed their color back to green. Excellent. We had, you know what actually might be what's making me tired? Might be the fact we had 7-Eleven for dinner. Which, you know, is hard to admit sometimes, but, you know, sometimes you just gotta have 7-Eleven for dinner. That's what you gotta do. It's just what you gotta do. I now have many blue roses on your island. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you. I'm glad my services could go to something useful. And by services, I of course mean just, you know, owning the game. God shit. The cool thing about this one is last time I did this, I had to make sure my health was always above 1. So it was basically like I only had 3 bits of life the whole fight. But now I get to actually use that 4th bit of health instead of just giving up the second it shows up. And that's, you know, that's something. Maybe I can use that effectively, I don't know. You ever seen the Animal Crossing movie? Oh my god, we should do a viewing party of it. It's very good. I think that'd be very cute. But yeah, it's an adorable little movie. They made a little animated feature of it. It's very cute. I think it's based off of the is it based off the GameCube one? City Folk, is that what that one was? I'm not sure. Wild World. Okay, so the DS one. Okay. I was thinking like it's based off of the second one, right? And then I realized that the second one is either the GameCube one in Japan or the Game Boy Advance one here. So I shot my shot. Turns out I was wrong. My very first Animal Crossing. I don't know much about the series. Well, it's very good. I'm imagining Kale's already cooking up the recommendation they give everyone, which is, I'm sorry you had to start with this one or something like that. But it's a very cute little feature. I recommend it.
How could you do this to me, lassie?
But yeah, it's really cute. It has a lot of villagers that I recognize. There's a villager that Kale was very adamant on getting very early in New Horizons, and then they got him, they cherished him, and I was like, oh, I'm glad you like that villager. Then the movie starts up, and they're like this kind of ephemeral. I don't want to say like. I just like a motherly type, just very sweet to the main protagonist, but also very like, oh my god, should I approach her? She's so cool. I don't think I can talk to her. And then I was like, I get it now. I get what Kale's into this. Doesn't have Isabelle or any of the new people. Oh, it's really good. Doesn't need any of them, honestly. It's got Tom Nook. I can't remember if Red was in there. I think Red was in there for one scene. It's good. It's real good. I liked it a lot. Oops, hey, I missed. I'll watch it later today. Yeah. A lot of it is actually very different from the New Horizons, but it's just like the originals. It's very cute, though. Specifically. I won't spoil it. I won't spoil it. My favorite part about it is that the main character is a nice little lady villager, like an OC kind of thing, made just for the movie. But there's a secondary, I don't want to say a protag, but like there's a secondary character who's just this psychotic little boy villager who all he cares about is digging up bugs and helping Blathers out with his museum by proxy. And I feel very seen by that. I felt very, very seen by that character. Felt like whoever made the movie knew I existed and just wanted to, give me a little self-insert as a treat. He also wears very silly outfits. It's true. That part's also true.
Excuse me.
Anyway, first try, and we already made it to Mustache Girl. That's a pretty good run for 11 minutes in. I can't imagine we're gonna get very far with this though. I have to beat Mustache Girl without using the time slow, so shit. I want to beat this so bad. This is the last hard thing I have to do. I'm so close to beating this game. I'm so excited. So, in other movie news, I found out that the Venom movie got pushed back to 2022, which means, if I'm not going to see a movie until 2022 in theaters, I might as well wait for Sonic. Make it come full circle, You watch the Sonic movie, a pandemic happens, you leave the pandemic, and you watch another Sonic movie. I think that's quite fitting for the lifestyle I've chosen to live. A dumb one is what I'm trying to get at. Sonic! I love Sonic, man. Oh yeah, that attack is gonna be so much harder to dodge without the time slow. Holy shit. Bro, this fight is gonna be awful. I have to do this and kick the ball. Leave me alone. Yeah, for anyone who didn't notice, Kale and I put it in Discord, but we're going on a little trip soon, which is good. It probably gives me more time to just crack open Kale's laptop and try to get my Streamlabs set up on there so I can do Stardew, which I'm still very excited about. It's just gonna have to get pushed back just a little bit, just a little bit. Ooh, go. Oh my god, okay. So we already made it to the last phase? Damn! Dude, this is so much easier when you're allowed to get down to 1 life for now. Shit, oh shit, got him. Easy. Ooh. Oh my god! Bro, gamer. Gamer. Oh shit, oh shit. Bro, am I really gonna make it past Mustache Girl on first try? No way, that's insane. No fucking way. Oh, that's cracked as fuck. Bro, I can't beat this too early. I can't. I'm in a middle spot. I can't spend too long on this because I gotta get a good night's sleep. But also, I can't beat this too soon. I wanna have a more than 30-minute long stream. Holy shit. Oh my god, imagine if this just ended first try. How much of a gamer would you have to be to do something like that? Oh, that'd be so cool. I could just do, if I end up beating it super early, I guess I'm just gonna have to pull out the old Mario Maker 2. Just like back in the day. I was thinking I should do that. I should do that more when I'm like out of steam with a game I'm playing. And you know, I've fulfilled like 2 hours of playing a specific game. I should just whip out Mario Maker 2. Or like, you know, have people like throw me videos to watch. That'd be fun. Those were a couple really dope streams when I did that. I never would have seen the, I never would have seen that one safety hazard ad where like the kids get crushed by an out of control car, but it makes like the little like the sound you'd expect Play-Doh to make from a movie. It just like ruins all the time. Thank you for the hydrate, by the way. I scooped up that hydrate without mentioning it. Please don't kill me. Oh, he killed me. I saw one of my mutuals, Smishler, was playing Cuphead earlier today, and that was really fun to watch. It's really fun watching people. I mean, that's the whole point of watching someone stream, I guess, other than just wanting to hang out with them. But watching people play games like you've played already and like rediscover all the strats, you know, figure out how to make it through. Especially with a game like Cuphead, where all the bosses are like just so goofy and fun to watch, but at the same time so mean. It's good shit, man. Okay. Big jump, big jump. There's also a game that just came out a couple days ago called Coin Game. It's one of those games that's just like frustratingly annoying to play. I gotta play that, man. It looks so fun. From what Kale told me, the premise is you play as a little boy whose mom is terminally ill, and the only way you can make money is with scratcher cards. And you just like die. You take like 25% of your health and damage when you trip. It looks like one of those games, you know? Kind of game that someone put together in like 2 hours. Oh, I gotta give that a shot, man. It looks so funny. I also saw bro, I was so tilted yesterday. I saw someone made a public tweet about their like game, like the scores they give games. You know, I don't know if it's on Steam or something, but there's just like an out of 5-star rating system. And they had Five Nights at Freddy's 4 at max stars. FNAF 4, you know, best game, one of the best. greatest of all time, and they had Mario Odyssey and like what was the other one? I think it was Hades at a 1 star. And I was like, holy shit. I was so fucking tilted. And luckily everyone else on the comment thread was too, but oh man, I was getting sent. Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. Like, who on earth puts Mario, even if you don't like it that much, you know, who on earth puts it below like a 3-star minimum? Like, why? Why would you do that? And I was getting ready to, you know, make an entire Tilted Ray Rampage retweet, but, you know, then I realized I was probably dealing with someone who was like 11, and so I was like, this is mean. I shouldn't do this. This is like platformer bullet hell. Yo, what's going on, Ben? How it be? It's so great to have you in chat. Yes, it is. This is a Hat in Time. It's a really, really dope little kawaii platformer game. Like when Yooka-Laylee was coming out, and people were all like, "Wow, this is not the old school N64." Oops. Should I just throw this? Yeah, let's miss with that. But when everyone was upset at Yooka-Laylee for being, you know, not what everyone was looking for, this game was what everyone was looking for. It's super cute. Oh shit, I got hit twice. Holy Christ. But I highly recommend it if you're into, fuck, there goes my last life, into quirky platformers like that. I think it's really good. But they added a DLC that called Death Wishes, where you go up to this guy who's a main character in the story, a main villain, I guess, and he offers you a bunch of challenges throughout the game that are just like supercharged, just for fun. And I'm on the last one where you fight all the already made harder by Death Wish bosses again in a boss rush. And I have to do it without using any of my cool hat abilities that let me throw, like, you know, potions that'll damage them. Or, more importantly, I can't use my time slow hat to avoid damage. But so rude because Yuka was amazing. I really liked Yooka-Laylee. Yeah, I think the way I like to put it is Yooka-Laylee was kind of like, you know, supercharged. Just like, it was like a platformer, you know, it was good and fun, but it didn't really have like the charm. This is just my opinion, obviously, but it didn't really have the charm or like, you know, game flow, I guess, that a lot of people were looking for. But I thought it was all right. And there's a lot of merit to that, like the quills in the game, which are supposed to be like the music notes, or like coins from Mario 64, like a bad example, but something like that, or like normal bananas from DK64. They hide them in like weird ass places, and they're not really used as like, you know, a way to show you a path towards a more important objective. So game flow can feel kind of clunky. And I don't think anybody likes having to go to later areas in the game to unlock abilities to get like timepieces or like pages or jiggies in earlier locations, and Yooka-Laylee has a lot of that. But A Hat in Time is not as well like crafted. There's a lot of like rough edges and like goofy stuff that can happen. But the personality of the game is like overflowing, and it's just awesome. So I think it's up to preference personally, and I'm a little upset that Yuka got dunked on as much as it did. I get it, but I don't think it deserved it. I think it's a cute little platformer. Okay, what's going on in chat? Sorry, I'm a little tired right now, but I really, really want to get this out of the park. Because if I slap this out of the park, I can come back next week with 2 new games. We'll have Stardew going in the daytime if I can set it up in time, and whatever I decide to fill this slot with, which is going to be so sick. I liked Yuka 100 times more than Banjo. Disappointing because I never got to play Banjo, and I was looking forward to its spiritual successor. I thought it was fine, but I said that already. Obviously much prettier, but also so much funnier, wholesome, and like fun to play. I like the original Banjo better, but I like Yooka-Laylee a lot better than Tooie, and I like Tooie. I think Tooie's a cool game. I just, you know, and I I have a love-hate relationship with Donkey Kong 64, where I both love it more than all of those games, and also think it's the worst game ever made, just like most of the people who speedrun it, or have completed it in general, so that's where DK64 stands in that lineup. Shit. Okay.
Mega charge!
Yeah, Mega Charge, yeah, you're so cool. You're so... Jesus. Ooh, what a flip. Oh, ooh. That's sex right there. So yeah, because I can't use my hat abilities, the only things I have are just hitting with a baseball bat, a little homing attack if I jump, and then the little dive attack. Not attack, it's just a dive. That's kind of like an Odyssey dive where you just like flick forward. Never heard of either of these games. They're both really cool, and if you like this kind of 3D platform, it's very good. I think fanboys were just mad that John was kicked for being racist. That also could have been the case. Which is so funny because the joke I always heard is all like, oh no, JonTron got kicked out of Yooka-Laylee. Now he can't incoherently mumble his dialogue, unlike his prestigious videos. Beer Pop number 3D platform we played in 2020 aside from Spyros and Marios, we played all of them. Yeah, so what Kale and I did, I think I'll add Yuka to my stream wish list. I'd probably... No, it's good. It's good. If I had to slap a price on it, I would say up to $30 is a solid amount for that game. I don't know what it goes for on Steam. Probably way less. Do headphones count as a hat? Yes. Yes, they do, tragically, because it's just a skin for a different hat that I got from doing other Death Wish stuff. But yeah, I like Yooka-Laylee. Again, just don't have your expectations like crazy high though. It's like, I don't think it was supposed to be played with super high, like this is gonna be Banjo again or anything like that. Super awesome too. Yeah, it's cute. I heard a lot better things about the sequel, which I haven't played yet, but I have them high. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, what Kill's referring to in chat, by the way, I don't think I've explained this on stream anymore. You two are giving me conflicting expectations. Oh, I think it's good. So, good for you, man. But we did something we started, I think, before quarantine, if I remember correctly. Maybe it was during. But we decided to do. There's a speedrun category called, I think it's called the 1545, where you play the Sprashfecta, you play the Rareware 301, and the Mario, I think it's 612, which is the entire Spyro and Crash trilogy to 100% completion, which, you know, for some of the games is like 120, some it's like 113, you know, like stupid shit like that. And then you play Banjo-Kazooie, Tooie, and Donkey Kong 64 with all the collectibles collected. And then Mario 64 through Galaxy 2. And you get all the collectibles. And we modified it a little bit because we both like the DS version of Mario 64, so we put that one in too. We threw Jak and Daxter in there, we threw Yooka-Laylee in there, and we called it the 1830. And we played it for like a year and a half, I think. Oh shit, I wasn't paying attention, I got hit. My health is looking kind of low. So we slammed through so many 3D platformers. You think it took 9 months? Okay, I'd believe that too. But we played all of them. That sounds like it would hurt physically. So, and what we did was we would there's a system of counting that I'm obsessed with. It's called factorials or triangular factorials, I think. Where like if you wanted to have, it's like you add numbers together and the numbers like increment upwards by 1 every time you go up a factorial. So for example, a factorial of 3 would be 1 plus 2 plus 3, which is 6. And then a factorial 60 would be 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, you know, all the way up to 60, and that gets to 1830. And so we would just have one person do 60% of like the first game, which was Spyro 1, and then the next person does 59%, moving on to like Spyro 2 and shit. And we just did that, and it got like, we just took turns playing until eventually we were doing like 4 stars at a time for Mario Galaxy 2, which was, you know, all fine and good. And it was just kind of like doing halvesies on the games until the fucking monstrous, disgusting, those are just called triangular numbers. Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense. But we just kept switching until we got to the monstrous hellscape that was DK64, which is like just the biggest nightmare to 100% out of any game I've ever played. It's so fucking just fat and massive, and I hate it. Also, it's so good, and I love it. But yeah, it was a lot of games. It was a lot of games to chug through. And then, but once we got past DK64 and it was all like Mario games, it was like no big. It was no big at all. Like getting the blue coins in Mario Sunshine was kind of annoying, but you know, that's what the handy dandy Mr. Guide is for. It was sick though, it was such a bonding experience. Kale and I will never be able to break up because nothing could put us through as much stress and heartache and pain as working through that together was. It's the eternal relationship as of right now. I think I could kill Kale's cat and it would put them through less emotional pain than 1830 did. That was so fun. And because we're gluttons for punishment, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it backwards or just reverse it so that, you know, whoever did something one time around does the other stuff this time around. We don't know. We haven't decided yet, but it's like Ultra Charge. Ooh. Oh shit! Don't touch me. But yeah, ukulele was really fun. Even I think something happened to my progress, and we had to redo ukulele, and that was like no big deal because ukulele was just like we were just having that good a time with it. So that was cool. Oh god. Okay. That's enough thinking about Donkey Kong 64. Let's try to be good at a game for once. Bonk. It's the process. From my understanding, DK64 was horrible. Supercharge. I wouldn't test Kale on knowledge of math. I don't know, unless you have like a degree in it or something. When it comes to mathematics and stuff, Kale's just like, I don't want to say a super genius, but their ability to either know stuff off the top of their head or ease at which they can Google it is just off the charts. Physics major here. Okay, you win this round. I didn't know you went on to do a physics major. That was cool. Did you go into that for any particular reason, or was that just where the classes took you at some point? You're both smarticle particles. Aiming to be a science teacher? Oh, that's adorable. I want to be a teacher, man. That'd be so cool. Starting a tutoring job at school the next. That is so cool. That's sick. Yeah, I've always thought it'd be cute to be a little teacher, but I don't think I could stand going to school long enough to get a teaching degree. Ultra Charge! That's why you gotta start as the PE teacher, and then eventually when the school drama teacher quits, that's my angle. I just go right in as someone who, you know, already knows everything about being a dramatic person. Big win for me. No, that's so cool, man. I hope it works out for you. Yeah, I get it. Let's go. I guess I gotta do this a year of this job and then like 2 more years of grad school and then I'm a bona fide teacher. That's a lot. Yeah. That is quite a lot of schooling. But if it's what you want, man, that's awesome. It's so cool you're going down that path. Me, I was just talking to Kale about there was this thing my dad used to do when I was like an actual child, between the ages of, I would say probably like 3 or 7, where my dad would be working at his like desk because he got to work from home, just like responding to emails and stuff, and he would just be working, and I would run up behind him with like a balled up thing of socks. Computer science, so I'm referencing from Discrete actually. Oh, never mind. Kale wins this round again. Half math, that's like all math, and more importantly, it's coding. Therefore, but anyway, I would grab a big old balled up roll of like socks, and I would just get as close to him as possible. I don't know why I got as close as possible. I can throw him really hard from far away. I must have just been really stupid, but I would just peg him in the back of the head, right? And then he would the game would be I had to run down the hall and around the corner before he picked up the ball and chucked it back at me. And sometimes, you know, I'd get away and he'd miss, and I would start planning my next angle of attack. Sometimes I would get pegged in the back of the head with a rolled up ball of socks. You know, you play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. But I was thinking like my like ideal end goal for life would be I'm still a streamer, but I do face cam. And so every once in a while chat can just see my hopeful eventual kid just walk up behind me with a rolled up ball of socks. And the entire stream chat is either like warning me or not saying anything, but just waiting for the moment of impact and see if I get to just peg my kid in the back of their head while they're running away. Which would just be so funny. I just like see predictions started in the like right hand corner of my screen. That'd be so good. Christy, how's it going, Christy? I hope all is well. It's precious. That's so precious. Toad teaching is one of the most important jobs in the world. Yeah, absolutely. Tyler, you're gonna get canceled for that. I don't care. I don't care, man. I'll take it. I'll take the cancellation like a champ. Everything but Discrete, so there are some gaps in there. Comp sci matrix, there's a buttload that goes into that matrix. Intimidating. Yeah, I don't understand how Kale asks me sometimes to help with their English homework, and I'm just like, yeah, I can do that. You please do the rest of it. Please don't ask for computer science help. I said thanks, but no thanks if I don't need it. Lol. Today's been a good day, my friends. Oh, that's so good to hear, Christy. It's so great to see you in chat. How's it going? I hope everything's well. What's been so good about today? Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Mr. Butt. Really appreciate it. Christy, if you didn't notice, I don't know if you ever played Stardew Valley, but the fundraiser for the points fundraiser for that got funded, so I'm gonna start doing that around the time that I play Hades, and that's very exciting. Also, Psychonauts 2 came out today, which is also very exciting. I've heard Psychonauts 2 is you know, it's been so long that it's not very comparable to the original. Oh, I used the hat ability just on instinct, but you know, people were waiting for that game for a very, very long time, and I hope it's good, and I hope everyone gets exactly what they wanted. The first game's really dope. I think FC said he was gonna make me play that one again when he gets to 100,000 points. It'll be dope. I love playing goofy little platformers, except for this one, which constantly beats me up and, you know, spits me out, makes me feel like an absolute buffoonist. Love it so much. I hate English, and autism makes most classes really hard for me, but comp sci and math are just big. They're just fun, big puzzles. Sick. The season changed on my Animal Crossing island. No more snow. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? It's a bad thing for me. I like the snow. I think it's cute. But yeah, oh, we forgot to mention earlier, I forget exactly what it goes by, Mr. Butt, but we were talking about the Animal Crossing movie earlier, and when Kale showed it to me, it was just like on YouTube. I don't know if that's just Nintendo's YouTube channel or if someone just uploaded it and it's never been taken down, which it doesn't seem right for Nintendo, but it's just out there. You don't even have to go to like a crazy, not that you would, of course, wink wink, but you don't even have to go to a crazy like pirate site for it or anything. You caught a snail. Oh, that's so good. We have to watch the movie together in Discord. That would be a really cute watch party, I agree. I would like to do more watch parties. That sounds really fun.
Ultra charge!
I get so nervous though because like basically one of the only things I have going for me as far as the whole streaming goes is that I just do it as consistently as possible. And deviations from the schedule are scary. But I would love to do more watch party stuff in Discord, especially bad movies. I love bad movies with my entire heart. You know, we all know your boy's a big Tommy Wiseau fan, obviously. Hey, before I gotta go to bed. Nighty night, you little beans. I love you all. Thank you for stopping by, Mr. Butt. Really appreciate it. I hope you have a good time sleeping. That was a weird way to say it, but it's true. I hope you have a good night's sleep. Been going through crippling anxiety and depression lately, so it's a little. Aww, that's cute. I mean, that's sad, but I'm glad you have Animal Crossing and something to make you feel better. Okay, we got this. We got this. It's fine. I really hope I don't want to get too into what Kayla and I are getting up to, but I really hope we get back from it before Friday so I can play the Messenger. That is not a big enough reason for it to be like a motivating factor. We're like, oh man, we gotta get home now, but it would be a nice upside if it ended up happening. Because I feel like I haven't been signposting how much I've been loving that game. I feel like I need to make I feel like I need to make at least 3 cringy tweets about it before everyone really knows how much I like that game. It's cool, Tyler. You can say whatever about it. Okay. Well, we're just going to hang out with some of Kale's family. Okay, just keep But yeah, it's so good to see you, Christy. I'm thinking. What was I thinking about? I don't remember. This one ain't rubber. He's saying rubber, but he's so Scottish. Disgusting. Can't hear a single word these fools are saying. Hey, who wants to know something cool? It's not actually cool, so you're gonna be sorely disappointed if you're expecting something cool. But I got to veteran class in Pokemon Unite. Oh, what a gamer! He's playing a MOBA and he's gaming in it. Wow. The only reason that's cool, even a little bit for me, is because my buddy he's been working his ass off lately, so he hasn't had time to play any new big games, so he's just been playing Pokemon Unite, like with all of his free time. So he's in like the highest class possible, and I couldn't play with him for a second, because he was just too fucking good, just too hardcore in the game. I really wanted to like Unite and I did, but PvP gets my gamer rage going and I have to stop. I feel that. It gets my gamer rage going too, but you know, in case you couldn't tell from the fact that I'm playing both my friend Pedro S ranks, this game's Death Wishes. The Messenger doesn't count, but I'm playing Hades, which has been just chewing my ass out. I like getting hurt and being angry, so... It's charming, I hope it does well. I hope it does awful. I hope it does really bad, and I hope it... I mean, I'm gonna play it because it's fun, and you know, I'm having a good time with my boys, but it's so scummy, and I hope it does really bad. Wish I had a group of non-tryhards to play with. Oh, guess what? What's up, Christy? What do you got for us, dude? Hey, you were supposed to get hit by that, actually. Oh, I'm a little plane. There's a streamer that Kale watches that I just got into a little bit today, and he plays a lot of Mario Golf with his viewers, and I want to get in on that, man. I gotta play more Mario Golf. I mean, I bought it. I mean, Kale actually bought it for me. That's a lie. But, you know, I have it. I might as well make use of it and play with people.
Wait, was Chan playing Mario Golf today?
Yes.
Aww.
I didn't notice until it was almost my stream time. My son started his first year of school this year. He has his first book week tomorrow. Guess who he's dressing up as? Mario. He has the overalls hat and the fake mustache. Oh my god, that's so cute. Oh shit, I dressed up as Mario in like 2nd grade. I think. That is so freaking cute. I don't know if this is an Australian thing or if I just have a bad memory, but what's book week? Is that... I can like vaguely remember stuff like that from elementary school, but is it just like when the school like sells a bunch of like books to encourage reading? I've completely forgotten. The American school system. Yep. Yep. Good. Thank you for taking the blame away from me, Kale. I really appreciate it. You know, speaking of the American school system, I'm gonna read all the answers to this question. I'm not moving on, but I was talking to this same streamer, and he and a buddy in his chat were talking about their school life in like Florida and shit, and I'm sitting here just like, man, the public school system I got over in California was so boring. These guys are talking about people who like took shits in the library, you know. They're just like people who like science teachers who got fired because they kept looking down like girls' skirts and shit. And I'm sitting here like, what's the craziest thing that happened to you, Tyler? And I'm like, I made a teacher cry by accident. And then Camham comes in the chat and he's just all like, oh, making your teacher cry is a mark of pride in Australia. And I'm just like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? Remember Scholastic Book Week? Okay. Okay, that's what I thought it was. I had to go find a book with Mario in it. The only thing I could find was a gamer book with 1 page. Betting it's like the Scholastic Book Fairs. Okay, yeah. Pre-Bush? Oh my god. It's dressing up as a book character, in my son's case a video game character, thinly disguised as a book character. You forgot the part about it being... Oh wait, I don't need this anymore. Is there a better badge I could get? No, I don't think any of this matters. I mean, the projectile badge would be cool, but I sincerely doubt it'll come into effect. That's really cute. I hope your son has the best time ever showing people his favorite book character. Just get one of those, like, you know what? This was actually kind of fucked up, so don't actually do this, but I had a, I loved those choose your own adventure books growing up, and my mom found me one that was Mario based, right? And I played through like one campaign of it, and the choices I made led to Mario getting eaten alive by a piranha plant, and I was scarred, put the book down, and never read it again or never tried again. Because it went into like just gross detail about like the plants like wet maw or some shit clothes around Mario's. I didn't say denim, but I'm gonna fill in some words. Denim overalls. As he was chewed to pieces. Game over. Try again. And I was just like, what the fuck? I killed Mario. I was traumatized as fuck, dude. I don't think I ever recovered from that one. That's why I don't cry when people die in like me, or why I didn't cry for a while when people died in media. I was just like, or not media, but like when characters die, it's just like, oh, well, I'm depressed now. So I detached super hard from media for a while. But now I went to therapy. No, wait, sorry. There was a smudge over my notes. Oh, I got a got a partner. That's the same thing, right? Anyway, I'm just gonna restart. I'm not comfortable with this. 12 students end themselves in 1 year at my school. I think you just lived. Yeah, probably. Yeah, your California public education and my California public education were very different things. Yeah, wait a minute. How dare you out me, Ben? What the fuck? He did that? Wow, that's for me to reveal or lie about. How dare you? This is close enough to doxing. I will be suing. Now, if you could put your address directly into Twitch chat, so I could send a, I could send my lawyers, you know, I could send my legal documents directly to you. I would appreciate it. Try me, bitch. I won't. I don't have any friends who are smart enough to know if this is a legally good idea. So I'm gonna step back on that. Well, I guess I do have one person who can tell, and it's me. I know it's a legally terrible idea.
Ultra charge!
Oh my god, stop.
Mega charge!
You better not eat. It's true, he went to a rich school. You're right, you're right. More importantly, I don't know, you know, I don't want to be too intrusive or make things too weird, but, you know, let's just say the parent that got me through that rich school might not be super willing to fund a legal battle I get into right now. And that might put me in a slightly disadvantageous situation. Just a slightly though, you know, it's no big deal. It's no big deal, I swear, it's fine. I'm fine. I've been kind of sad today because one of my I just used a hat ability just because I was pushing control like buttons board. I'm so dumb. What is going on with me right now, man? This is some massive F's right here. Okay, let's pay attention. Anyway, I've been a little sad lately because one of my favorite content producers on Twitter got completely outed as someone who's actually very, very toxic and abusive to not only like the people around them, but also like they put themselves in positions of powers at like little indie dev studios, you know, being like PR managers or stuff like that. And it turns out, you know, they use that as leverage to get like game codes. Don't pay for any of the art that they get, whether it's games or like, you know, banner art for their Twitter accounts or anything, which is just really sad. That's just really sad in general. It's not like I looked up to the person or anything, but it's just like, why would you do that? Why would you? Well, no, that makes sense, you know, like, you know, you're getting a benefit out of it, but they also did this thing where they pretended to be like a Japanese girl despite living in Spain and being raised in Spain for like no reason. I mean, I don't know, maybe not no reason again. It's weird to think about like what they were doing for sympathy, you know, but they just had like a whole fabricated personality basically, and I'm just like, why would you do that? Like, I don't get that. Was she the Bowsette person? No. No, it was not. That would have been, oh, that would have been heartbreaking because I love her art. I love her art so much, but I probably would have stopped partaking because that would have been just a massive bummer. You know, someone with enough balls to put the Peachette, or what is it, the Super Crown on Ganondorf for a comic, or like just for an image that they put on Twitter, You know that they can't be that problematic.
Mega charge!
That was a joke, by the way. People who direct... There was a really, really good anime that came out that was directed by someone who's, like, unapologetically a little on the fascist side. I shouldn't say that. That's probably really downplaying it. But, like, the anime they directed was good. Attack on Titans. Oh, I wasn't talking about that. It's actually a different one, but... I follow an artist who's doing different Smash characters in the PJ Crown every day. It's actually really good. Yeah, I like his stuff too. Or I don't know who he's working with. I've seen that too. He's doing it. What did he just do today? I think it was Rosalina that just came out today. But no, Attack on Titan, that's I was not talking about that at all, but you're right. Shit. I took a little bump to the face with a big ass. See, the thing that really gets me about this boss rush, which I guess I should explain because, you know, why not? But the final boss of it is like Snatcher, right? And he already had like a crazy hard like EX version, but they made him even harder just for the end of the boss rush. Like this is a Kirby game or some shit, you know? Except they didn't signpost it because he's already got an EX version. They just didn't tell me about the EX-er version that drops even more stuff on you. Which is just mean. I'm glad I didn't get into Attack on Titan after finding that out. I forget what I was thinking of. There's one more fandom I don't have to get into now. Yay! But the one I was thinking of, I can't remember what the anime was, but it sparked a conversation about like, can like bad people make good art that's like worth getting into? And the answer to that is, you know, a little on the subjective side. You know, it's up to you, obviously, but you know, it's hard to think about it when like you got like H.P. Lovecraft, who's an unstoppably bad person. You know, just very bad in his beliefs and worldviews at the time he was writing, with work that is so impactful to so many people. Because like a lot of Lovecraft's work was about being like an outsider and feeling, you know, like isolated. So despite being incredibly homophobic, he funnily enough has a massive gay fan base. That's probably a weird way to put it, but there's a lot of people in the LGBT plus community who are huge Lovecraft fans because his work captures the feeling of being an outsider and being like other and like in this weird alien spectrum. Except, you know, he like captured that for the LGBT community while actively hating them and not, I know he didn't like black people. I don't remember if he was anti-Semitic as well. And I know he calmed down a lot as he was getting closer to his deathbed. I couldn't tell you how much, like if he was like a good person, quote unquote, by the end of it. You know, like just disregarding his entire past, if he ended his life as like a sensible, normal person with sensible beliefs about the LGBT and like, you know, different races and stuff like that. I couldn't say, but, you know, it's an interesting conversation to have. It's a very tough conversation. Since we have it, we never have it in the other direction. Like, we never talk about decent people who just suck at their... Yeah, I think we talk about that a lot, actually. Actually, no, you're right. We don't talk about who's behind bad art a lot of the time, which is sad. We should do that. I saw a great video by H-Bomber Guy on a completely failed console that was supposed to have cool laser disc technology and stuff like that. Frederick Nietzsche has entered the chat. Not fried rice Nietzsche, anything but that. That's so funny. funny. Usually we don't talk about people who are behind really bad work unless it's like super avant-garde stuff. Like, you know, you can argue which movies you do or don't like, but it's hard to say that M. Night Shyamalan has quite a big fan base based on his work. But, you know, people know his name a lot, and I don't know. Despite making a lot of movies that people just fucking didn't like at all. Or like Uwe Boll, the guy who makes like video game movies just so he can get like a tax write-off in Germany. I don't quite know how that works out, but like he's... And then of course everyone knows the enigmatic, beautiful, and incredibly attractive Tommy Wiseau. I love the queer reclaiming of classic literature. Yeah, I think it's great too. Yeah, these people became staple household names, and then they're revealed to be awful, but we've already taken their art and made it part of ourselves, and it's really hard to confront that they've done, or what they've done when we've done that. Right. Right. I once had I saw because, you know, fans of the channel will know this, but I like to keep up with there's no good way to say this, huh? Just what the conservatives are thinking and complaining about as a way to validate my own feelings about things. But I saw a video recently where Paul Joseph Watson, who hopefully I don't have to explain who that is. He just he works on InfoWars with Alex Jones and stuff. But he did a video about how modern art sucks and, you know, it's like really bad. But all the good examples he points to are like super old, like classic stuff that has stood the test of time. And everyone's sitting there like, bro, do you not know that like bad media comes out all the time? Like, are you good, dude? Like, that's what the test of time is. It's deciding whether or not people preserve things and enjoy them in the future. You really think Citizen Kane came out in a time period where there was nothing but Citizen Kanes? Like, come on, get over it. You fucking loser. And it's like, the best part though is it's all like, oh man, the crazy violence and like, you know, sexuality stuff we get that is forced upon us, and TV is like way too much for the youth of our generation to handle. But he like doesn't talk about video games at all because, you know, he's fucking Paul Joseph Watson. His biggest fan base are dumbass conservative gamers who probably really like Ubisoft games and think, you know, oh, there's no political stuff to go on in here when Division 2 opens with like, everyone with guns was saved from the tyrannical overthrow of the government. And where were the people without their guns? Well, no one can really say. And it's all like, this isn't political. It's like, those are the people who watch Paul Joseph Watson. Oh shit. Doing bad again. And he's just all like, yeah, there was, it's like the people who idealize Rome. It's like, oh no, Rome was just perfect and great always, and nothing bad happened. Can we circle back on that? Because also it is also secretly gay. Oh, that's funny. Funniest thing to come out of Lovecraft's memes about people looking up his. Oh, I don't want to. Love that. I love you so much. I would die for you, please. I need to see you be near me. Near you. No homo, though. Yeah, no homo. Absolutely none. Anyway, sorry for my random tangent about, you know, the quality, quote-unquote, or lack thereof of art. It's so stupid. Only have one life, but we're on the last phase. This could give me my full life bar back if I'm like good at video games, which we all know I'm not, so especially without the time slow mask, this is a lot to deal with. this was gonna be the tough one too, man. You fucking dildo. God damn it. Doing this without losing, like, or without going down to 1 health, yeah, whatever. That's so hard, or not a big deal. But doing this without being able to stop time, or not stop time, but like practically stop time. Definitely things that average dudes say to their bros. It's what we in the modern day, you know, community call internalized homophobia. Where incredibly vehemently, at the very least, bisexual people refuse to let themselves do that thing.
Supercharge! I'm gonna get you!
Oh, sorry. Shit, dog. Just let homies kiss their homies, and that's so bad? Yeah. More importantly than, you know, making progress on the LGBT front, that's making progress on the polyamorous front, and that's something we all need. That's something the world needs. You know, being in a monogamous, you know, one-on-one relationship should be saved for introverts who, you know, just don't like that many people, and so naturally end up being with only one other person. That's the future that feminists want, and it's the future I want too. That was a joke, by the way. I don't know if the wider feminist movement would agree with that. He also famously refused to tell his wife that he loved her. That's awesome. How many young men and would have brunch with his male fans, but he definitely never had sex. I see. Yeah, of course. Just, you know, nice casual fan meet and greets like the one where Keemstar finds his girlfriends. Sorry, that's completely unrelated drama. But I've been skipping on my drama lately, so I had to catch up on all of it over the last 2 days.
You're no match for me! Supercharge!
Boop. Tyler, what? Just dunking on Keemstar, no big deal. Keemstar he had a girlfriend a couple days ago that he met at a house party, he said, but that turned out, oh, I did the time stop hat again on instinct. She's like 20 years old or something, and he's like, you know, 40. But he met her at a house party, or so he said, because a couple days later he backtracked and said it was at a fan meet and greet, which leads to either one of two scenarios, which I think are equally funny. One is that he lied, which is obviously funny because it means he lied, but the much funnier idea for me is that his fan meet and greet was a house party. He's got a bunch of like 13-year-old Twitter stans just at his house for a meet and greet party. But I don't know if this lady was actually a fan of his or not. But anyway, that's the reason I said he had a girlfriend a couple days ago, because she, I imagine she dumped him, but you never know. He could have dumped her. It's possible. That's it. That's all I had to say. Because you brought up Lovecraft and fan meet and greets with young people, and I was like, haha, got him. But yeah, that's the most recent drama that I thought of. Silly guy. The only reason Keel's saying that's silly instead of like abusive and toxic is because we just saw Charlie, Moist Critical, do a tier list on like Hollywood, like big Hollywooders and their oopsies, and it was genuinely incredibly depressing. Like, obviously the Drake Bell thing was on it, and it was really, you know, sad. Apparently Mr. Mosby, Mr. Mosby, childhood icon Mr. Mosby, did a little bit of involuntary manslaughter while drinking or driving. Which, like, oh my god, why? Why would you do that, Mr. Mosby? Why? So I don't know how to feel about any of that.
It can't be.
Oh, he's going to jail. No wonder Josh didn't let him go to the wedding. Yeah. Maybe he knew. Maybe he knew way in advance before any of us did. That was such a sad video, though. So, like, in comparison, Keemstar dating someone who's way too young, but, like, still, you know, super creepy. Not so bad after watching that list. But I would like to reiterate, very, very bad. Part of the Dobrik gang, so oof.
How could you do this to me, lassie? Light some light.
Anyway, sorry, I have the whole, you all know this, but I have the whole ADHD thing, so my brain just jumps around a bunch of different topics. I'm still thinking about my, that Twitter creator who had like a whole fake life thing. They nuked every single account that they own except their Patreon. I wonder why that one got to survive. Weird. Humanity is doomed. Ladies and shitto. Gentlemen, wow, you're gonna fucking die. Yeah, you also said it, I get it. You're both great. You're both super cool. Very cool dudes. Can you both give me health? No? Only one of you? Okay, that's fine. Okay. Boom. Did I get another health? I did get another health. Sick. How long have I been doing this? An hour and 10 minutes? Jesus. Why is this such a struggle? Why can't I just win? I put so much effort into this game. They can't just... Wait, he died? Oh my god, that was really lucky. Anyway, I want to beat this so bad. I've been playing this game for so long, just chipping away at these death wishes. I just want one W. Just one more W. Just one more stamp. That'll be all good. Be the fattest W anyone's ever seen. I'll have made history. For me, personally. I'll have made history on my achievement list. That's enough history for me. It's the small things in history that are the most important and impactful. Boop. I've been requesting, or I've been asking Kale like what we're gonna do on our long trip, and they've been saying, I don't know, which means we're not gonna be watching Yu-Gi-Oh, which is a shame. That's the only thing that I don't know means. It means no Yu-Gi-Oh allowed, which is a damn shame. It's totally understandable. Completely logical. Damn shame on my end. What's up? Get there, Matt. Just break up, not worth it now. If no Yu-Gi-Oh! Listen, I can't. First of all, the 1830. Second of all, I've put them through 3 seasons already. 3.5 pretty much at this point. So like, that's more commitment than I've ever had put into me or put into anything in my entire life. So I think that would be completely irresponsible. Just for emphasis, I'm talking about the show, We're not gonna play Yu-Gi-Oh! That would be sick though. Oh my god, we should do that. But anyway, that's not important. Shit! Oh. Okay, we got this. Take me out of hell space, please. Yeah, I'm playing Amori without you. Sorry about that, dude. Oop! Oh god, I hate the laser, man. The laser used to just be a straight shot, you know? She would just shoot it, it would move like a little bit, but most of the time, the important part was dodging the initial blast. And then the EX mode comes along, and they decide to just make it like the craziest shit I've ever seen in my life. I've genuinely, god damn it, I hate it. I hate when I'm self-aware about my ADHD. There's a little normal person in like the back of my mind when I think of a new topic to talk about, and I'm just like, I want to talk about this. And then the little normal person is like, oh, that's a weird topic shift. So like, you know, when I don't notice it and I'm just talking, it feels great. You know, usually someone brings it up and I feel bad afterwards, but you know, when I do it myself, it just feels awful. Anyway, I've genuinely seen more people excited for who the Tudo reveals for Nickelodeon All-Star Smash or whatever it's called, like All-Star Battle or some shit is gonna be, than like the last DLC character for Smash. which I take joy from that. I take great joy from that. Also, I'm pretty sure I know who they're gonna be, because Nickelodeon isn't very good at keeping their secrets. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be two Fire Emblem characters. Got him. A little Smash joke. Don't worry about it. Just don't mind me. It's fine. I can't believe that game's getting rollback netcode. I can't. I really, really can't. Out of all the fighting games that desperately need rollback netcode, I can't believe it's that. Boop. Violet and Chrom for Nicktoons? God, I wish. We would be so lucky to get Chrom. Ooh, don't touch me. Shit. Is that gonna hurt her? Oh my god, it did. Damn it. That, on the other hand, did not hurt her. Please don't touch me. Okay, it didn't touch me. We got it. I think this is the last phase. No! Oh, I missed. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh my god, you fricks. You friggin' fricks. When will you learn? When will you learn that your actions have— oh, that wouldn't have killed her anyways. Oh, what a shame. That bomb is right next to her. Why can't it just blow up on command? Outplayed. It's always so hard for me to understand the conversation because of that. Leave me alone. That's what chat's for, okay? You guys almost always talk amongst yourselves, and then I just do whatever. And it works. It works. We all make it work. This community, they just really, they just really go around my needs as a streamer, and that's what I love about them so much. Okay. We haven't made it back to the Snatcher yet, which is a little disappointing, but the thing about fighting the Snatcher is he takes your hat away at the beginning of the fight. So when I get to him, it's basically just fighting him like normal. You know, because I've already had to beat him without the time slowing or anything like that.
Supercharged!
So I think if I just get to him, and plus, like I said, last time I got to him, I had to do it with basically 3 bits of health instead of 4. So all I really need to do is get to him with 4 bits of life. And that should be, fingers crossed, should be enough to get a W. It's just getting past every other boss without using the time slow. And a decent amount of health. That is like the real struggle. Okay, we got it. We got it. Boop. And then we get to play Resident Evil 0. In which case, I'll probably still be as terrified and getting, you know, messed up as much. But, you know, that's what the game's designed around, so it's, like, different. It's fun. Or, you know what I've wanted to do? I want to do, like, I wonder if there's an anniversary or something coming up for, like, Wario. Because I love basically every single Wario game that's ever been made, and doing like a big like anniversary playthrough where I just mash my way through all of his games would be so much fun.
Mega charge!
All of them, including like from any WarioWare like obscure Game Boy Advance game to like Wario World, the 3D platformer one that came out on GameCube. I love that fat little greedster. He's so entertaining. You know the you know those Game Boy Advance carts that had like the motion detectors in them? So they had to like calibrate at the beginning, but then you could turn your Game Boy and it would turn like something in the game. They had they had a Yoshi game for that called Yoshi Topsy Turvy, where you just had to turn it left and right and it would move like big metal balls or like make platforming easier. They had a WarioWare game for that, where you would just take your Game Boy Advance and just flip it upside down and shit for different micro games. It was so fun. If I ever ended up playing that one in public, you know, I would look like such a spaz. That one was the best. I liked it a little better than the DS one, because you're supposed to tap away on a DS. And, you know, it wasn't much better, but I liked it a little better than that one. It was so funny, just flailing it around. There's a specific characters micro games where you push the A button every once in a while, and they had to like be like, okay, it's time for us to reveal our secret to you, player. You actually are gonna have to push a button for these games now. Every once in a while, you're gonna have to push a button in time with turning. Are you okay? You good? You ready? You can handle that? Okay. Okay, best of luck to you. I'm obviously thinking about it a lot more because the WarioWare game for Switch is coming out pretty soon. And so I'm pretty hyped about that. I'm expecting it to be incredibly fun. I like playthrough, like, you know, a lot of people I know, when they do retrospectives of games, they'll also include, like, the Smash entries. Like, there's a guy I watch who does, like, he's been doing the Sonic retrospective for years. He covers every Smash game whenever it comes out. I should do that too, just play through the entirety of Subspace Emissary, but Wario only. Whenever it's a section where Wario is not playable, so most of the game, I just go to the BRB screen or just don't stream it and just do it in my free time. Character changing mechanics in the new WarioWare are good, really? I'm so excited. I don't care. It can be as stupid as it wants. WarioWare is always a good time. But if there's some like actual... I do see people running around as the different characters in like gameplay footage and stuff. So that's... Oh, I hope it's fun. I hope it's good. It will be good. I'll love it. It's gonna be so sick. Wario games are the best. I just don't know what else to say. I don't know who's on those teams ever. I don't know if like the same person is like the Wario guy over at Nintendo or anything. But they're just always so good. Play through every Mario Party game? Oh, hell yeah. I gotta do that too. Play through every Mario Party game from the beginning too, because he's in the first one. Oh, yes. Mario, like tennis and shit. That would be awesome. Maybe that's an idea for like sometime in the next 10 years when I actually have the monetary ability to get all those games. Or the monetary ability to pay Kale to legally procure all those games for playing.
Yeah. I love legally procuring games.
I mean, I'm not gonna have a choice for the Game Boy one. I don't know if anyone has an actual epic way to stream Game Boy games from like real hardware. And especially that the one with the because that Game Boy one has the tiltable cartridge. So even if I wanted to put it in like a Game Boy Advance player on a GameCube, you know. What am I gonna do? Tilt my entire GameCube? Just pick up the GameCube, start flailing it around without unplugging any controllers or anything like that, so I can stream it easy. I figured it out, man. Just flail it around like I'm a kid with his lunchbox fighting his friends. I'm trying to think of any like incredibly offshoot Wario games that would have to go along with it too, but I think covering like the Mario sports games, I think that's all I need to say. Is there anything else I'm missing? Smash, Mario Party, the Mario sports games. No, I think that's it. I don't think... Oh, sick. I'm gonna have to play Wario's Woods on the NES, where you actually play as Toad, and Wario's the main bad guy, and it's actually a puzzle game. Oh, yes. Why do I know all these obscure games? Jesus. Are Mario... Oh, yes. Mario and Sonic the Olympic Games also, again, do whatever the story modes are, or like challenge modes or anything like that. Wario only. Hell yeah. Finally, a reason to get Mario and Sonic at the 2020 Olympic Games. Yeah, that's a big brain. I didn't even think about that. Oh, I gotta do another Animal Crossing New Horizons save, but I gotta start by immediately buying the Wario outfit, and the game ends when I max out the money counter. I just have to farm money as quickly as possible.
Raymond slave trading.
Someone's all like, I'll give you all my Nook Miles tickets for Raymond. I'm like, no, I just want bells. They're like, oh, okay. And then or I just, just really farm the turnip market. Just really go in on that shit. And then, afterwards, I play every single game ever made, but I either find or make a mod where you play it as Wario instead. Or if I really wanted to keep it simple, I could just play the Greed Collection, which would, just be every real Wario game. Wario games, WarioWare. I bet you could still work with a party and sports games into that. The Greed Collection, if you will. I would get that. Oh my god, if that was a clothing line, holy shit. New merch, guys. And by new merch, I mean any merch. The Greed Collection. I'd put that on the market for like, I'd put that on the market for merch, and everyone would be all like, oh, the Greed Collection. What makes it different from everyone else's shit? And I'm like, haha, got you there. or you got me there, or you know what? Just go away. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Fuck, I hate this attack. Oh, no. Okay. Oh. Please don't hit me. Oh, sick. Okay, I got a health back. This is going really well. This is going unreasonably well right now. I just gotta keep talking about Wario. I gotta keep thinking about Wario. Did you guys know? Oh, I can finally play that Wario Japan-only game where he puts a bucket on Mario's head. And so, like, the bucket has an M on it, and then, you know, you put it upside down and put it on Mario's head, and it's all like you're under Wario's control now. And he has a little fairy. It's like actually a point-and-click game where you have to direct Mario to the right places because he can't see anything. Because there's a big bucket on his head. I can finally play that game. Oh shit, I'm getting messed up now. No. Shit! Oh my god, that's how quickly it can all go wrong. That's how quickly it can all go wrong around these parts. I probably need like 5 more hits anyways. Oh, I can't believe I dodged that. Oh, I can't believe I dodged that up until that point. I died eventually, but you know, that was some crazy dodging up until that part. Holy shit, I'm sweating. I'm sweating. Halo, you played Psychonauts 2? No, not yet. I want to at some point. Thank you for the hydrate. Me? I needed that. Ooh, posture check, that'll be good too. Psychonauts or OG Ratchet and Clank? Ratchet and Clank, easy. I like Psychonauts a lot, but you have to be fighting a lot of nostalgia. Oh, also, how's it going, Switch Boy? I hope you're having a great day, and I hope you're having a good time lately. You're going up with years of nostalgia for the Ratchet and Clank 1, and also as charming and cool as I think the OG Psychonauts is. It doesn't have any extreme anti-capitalist, like just straight up anti-consumerism text to read from. So, you know Ratchet's taken over on that front. You're good? That's so good to hear, man. Thanks for coming back to chat. Really appreciate it. They're comparing Rift Apart and Psychonauts 2. Seems like a weird comparison, to be honest. But maybe it's apt. I haven't seen anything about Psychonauts 2 other than that it exists. Slap it there. Do I get health for that? Of course I don't get health for that. Of course not. That would make my life just a little too easy, and I can't have an easy life. That would be easy. And I picked hard mode. There's the health right there, though. Yeah, you better give me a health, you blue piece of shit. You're blue, and I got hurt. Sorry, I don't think you're ugly. I'm sorry. Stop dropping other stuff on me, bro. It's hard enough avoiding this red attack. Stop. Oh, God, this attack is the worst. Oh, man. What? No! Oh, I thought he was going to get hit by that. Okay, I have 1 more life. I thought I was out of lives. Thanks for the posture check, by the way, Ben. Really appreciate it. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. It's Ultra Instinct, this shit. Oh, you know what's a shame? If I do end up doing this Wario-a-thon, it means I won't end up playing Mario Party Advance. And that game is awesome, but he's not in it, so I don't have to play it. Which is a shame. That game's so dumb. I think as an adult, I can acknowledge that it's not very good at all, but as a kid, I was like, this is the best game ever made. It's a Mario Party game, but you get to move around a board and solve a story, and it's like huge. There's like side quests and shit. Oh my god, this is so cool. But it's like actually really goofy. No, don't catch up. you serious? God damn it. Oh, come on. Damn it. Oh, that was a good run, too. That was a really... I mean, actually, that wasn't a good run. I had 2 health going into the fight. That was actually piss, now that I think about it. And I was just making it work anyways. Okay, so all I gotta do is do better than that going into the fight. I wish the optional objective was don't let your health drop to 0. Just beat it. Easy. Sorry, I forgot to read chat before starting this run up. Okay. Nintendo does not want Xbox Game Pass to come to Switch. Did you know that Nintendo wants projected Ori in the Blind Forest? You said that already, yeah. You mentioned that. Xbox Game Pass for Smash. It's like Nintendo hates the world. Nintendo doesn't hate the world. They're just... You know, it's really funny to think that... You know the old Sega commercials where it's like Nintendo... Or Sega does what Nintendo don't? It's funny that that's still the case. And a lot of people who are like fans of Sonic and like fan games and stuff like that get exactly what they want, where their community like really has an abundant love and passion for Sonic, and it's allowed to thrive and even prosper. Like Sega hires, maybe not Sega specifically, but they let fan creators, you know, take the helms of like different official comics, and like the person who redid the animation on Sonic for the movie was a major fan community member, and obviously Sonic Mania was also headed and developed by a lot of fans, but Nintendo fans don't get the same treatment at all. They get dunked on so hard. So I guess they're right. Sega does do what Nintendo won't.
Ultra charge!
Got him. Sega wins in the end.
Mega charge!
But that's also kind of just what happens when your company is on top, you know? Like when you're Sega and you don't really have a lot else going on, you know? You know, you really need to rely on the fans and passion, stuff like this. You can also see this with like the like console generations, like the PS1 kill that, you know, Nintendo had so much like brand appeal and stuff that the N64 didn't look like that bad, and then the PS2 killed even harder and demolished the GameCube and the newfound Xbox, and then they just kind of like gave up and was like, we're on top of the world, we can sell the PS3 for like so much money, and like we can sell it at not, you know, the specs are weird, it's hard to work with, but you know, we can do whatever. And then the Wii and the Xbox 360, to a slightly lesser extent, fucking thrashed that generation. They did so good. And then Nintendo and Microsoft, now a little more complacent, were like, okay, you know, whatever's good. And then like Microsoft really ballsed up the next generation of consoles, and Nintendo came out with the Wii U, which is awesome. Fantastic piece of hardware. Much love to that thing. Horribly marketed. Horribly marketed. You know, not a lot of people could get into it. And so the PS4 started smoking again. You know? Just seems like whenever someone in the game industry is on top, they're complacent to make worse decisions. And because Nintendo always rakes in so much money no matter what, you know, they don't really have to rely on fan projects or be nice to them. You know what I'm saying? Is what I'm saying making any sense? Is anyone lost? But Nintendo still has a commitment to just make really good games with their mainline stuff. They're pretty bad when it comes to mobile stuff these days. Any people I know are still confused about the Wii U? Yeah. Makes sense. Sega and the Crash community support fans. Crash does not. Well, I'm sure the Crash guys would support the fans if they could, but Activision doesn't let them. It makes all of them just work on, you know, just Call of Duty only. Pretty sure a lot of the guys who made Crash 4 got laid off after that game came out, as is normal with the game cycle, which is really tragic, but at least Nintendo doesn't do that. That's like why it's still so hard to rag on Nintendo, because their game devs and the people who work for them are always just so well taken care of. And are just never in like fear for their jobs or anything like that. It's so cool. Yeah, game sucks, yeah. Shit, though. God, I remember all the times we played Nintendo Land. That game is honestly a top 10 party game. Yeah, the Wii fucking slapped, man. The hardware was cool. The gimmick was, you know, maybe not the best for like making a whole console around, but the gimmick was so dope for the games that made it work. Just all, oh my god, he just killed his partner. What a stupid ass. But it was, the Wii U was just so good, and Nintendo Land specifically slayed. What do you want to play now? 1-2 Switch? Get out of here. I'm working on COD now. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, I know. Little brother removed a lot of possible trauma with that game. It's true. I played. Kale's dad and little brother were going through a bit of a tough time, or a couple tough times actually, and I have completely, you know, thrown the wool over that kid's eye by just making him play Nintendo Land. So even to this day, it's a decent one for me.
You are the bad guy, and I'll.
One tough time that's lasting a whole year. Yeah, it's a bummer. I agree now that all EA games are ass. I don't know about all EA games. Literally just because the word all scares me. You know, I have a lot of hard time making commitments to things like all like that, but I can definitely say most of them do. And even the games that I'm thinking of that are like, name one good one. See, I'm thinking of something like Unravel was published by EA, but what I was gonna say is even the games that are good aren't made by EA, or like EA games or anything like that, so I can't even like, you know, that's just an indie game that EA happened to pick up and publish. So it's EA buys, I mean Halo's already a little EA, just a little bit. I haven't had interest in EA games in a long time, a bummer. Yeah, me too. I just like, it's one of those things where like, it might be a point of contention where it's like, oh, you're crossing like the proverbial picket line to buy games that are like bad for the consumer, bad for the people who make them, and to fund like EA. But I don't even have to like worry about that because I just don't care about EA games. They all just look awful. I feel the same way about Activision until they started revitalizing Crash for a little bit, but that's allegedly done already with you know, making them work on COD stuff. And then Blizzard again is really lucky to have id Software under their game, because if it wasn't for Doom, I don't think anyone, well, I mean, I guess a lot of people I know like Fallout, and did I say Blizzard when I meant to say Bethesda? I might have said Blizzard when I meant to say Bethesda. But Bethesda's got a lot of games that people are excited for and like, but if they didn't have like id Software, they would only have like, you know, like 2 series that people are into. Bethesda's very lucky that they keep supporting projects like that. Don't be rude to BioShock. Is that Bethesda?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Supercharge!
Fallout 76 is utter shit. Yeah. Blizzard and Activision. I mean, Blizzard and Activision are the same thing now, so you just throw that in with Activision if you want. What'd you say? Who made what were we talking about again? Bioshock. Okay, yeah. Master Chief Collection on PC, beat Halo 1, needed to get back on track for the rest of it. Insomniac by Rayman and remake the first game. Oh yeah, that's another thing. I forgot Ubisoft has Rayman. That again, they don't use. It's hard. I had this discussion a couple streams ago, but like there are so many people buying these games. They're just so far out of like the spheres we run in. Like I had this. I was thinking about this earlier on Twitter. Someone, or IGN posted an article about someone beating Ocarina of Time. Do you guys remember Smash Brothers Brawl, where you could play like, you could play little bits of certain games for like 5 minutes or so? Like you could play Earthbound for 3 minutes, or the original Zelda for like 5 minutes. They had Ocarina of Time was on that for 5 minutes. And IGN was posting an article about how someone beat the game in those 5 minutes, which is very cool, a very interesting little thing that happened. I think it's really cute. But the entire like people commenting on it were talking about like, how did they do this? They must have cheated. How did they do this? They must have used the glitch. And like, I'm sitting here like, these people don't know anything about speedrunning. And then I, was thinking about it more, and like these are the same people who will like actually buy like a 2K game and enjoy it and not really think about how it keeps getting worse each year, because these people don't like live and breathe video games like a lot of us do on the internet. And so like, it's weird because you think about it like, oh, Ubisoft isn't using Rayman anymore, wouldn't that be good for them? But it's like, clearly not, because they're making tons of money. What you got against 2K now? What the best? We're talking about the basketball game, right? Not like 2K who makes Borderlands or anything. I'm talking like 2K21. Gearbox has its own issues, but that's Gearbox. I don't know enough about that issue to know how much of it you can lay in 2K. Actually, wait, no. Gearbox is the developers and 2K is the publishers. My bad. I got it backwards. But anyway, I meant like, yeah, basketball, like 2K21 or 2K20, like NFL stuff from EA. And I'm sitting here just all like, yeah, it's hard to think about this sometimes for people who like live and breathe video games on the internet, but the way they make games is incredibly profitable. And so it's it's weird to think that if enough people are buying these games and making them money, it's like, do these people like enjoy the games? Like, is this good for these people? Oh my god, am I spoiling people's fun? Oh shit. But if it was just that, it would be a much cleaner cut issue. But because there's so much worker abuse, it's not, it's a much different issue than just that. I thought the Avengers as a Service game was a morally good idea. Yeah, that was a little silly of you. It's hard not to buy into their hype train when it comes to stuff like that, but that is quite a silly thing to think. Is it going to be bad? But like, again, selling stuff is like selling these things is like big plans or anything like that. Oh, I'm messing up the crossfire real bad. I can't. I'm gonna restart it. Selling these games is like giant multi-year, multi-decade plans is much more advantageous and smart, because most people who want to get into them probably aren't gonna notice that.
Ever since you landed in Math, you must include.
Hope they're not doubling down with the Guardians game.
It is
There's a... Oh yeah, I remember that now. I'd completely forgotten that that was coming out, or announced, I guess.
supercharged.
The live service stuff is so stupid, because like, first, it's just like, it's the thing that games have been doing for a while, where like they take something that works in a free-to-play game and then put it in a game you already pay for, and therefore, you know, it's a different situation, and they just forget about that as much as possible, you know, and they purposely try to forget about it as much as possible. It's so gratuitous. Shit. You know, that's what makes a lot of indie stuff so cute. Like, you know, this game came out, it was really good, it was complete as far as I was concerned, and they just made two, I don't want to say unnecessary, because that has a lot of negative connotations behind it, but they made two DLC packs that are tons of fun. And I came back to the game years later, and it turns out the game's still really good. How crazy is that? But it's like they're trying to make every game a MOBA, but without the work that goes into making the work, and therefore risk that goes into making a MOBA. Which is one thing I can give to Square Enix. You know, their games have been like insane lately. You know, their smaller productions have been pretty solid, but their bigger games have been like incredibly overblown, and like have gone through crazy development hell trying to get the vision correct. But at least they've just been putting games out. You know, they have like big aspirations and shit like that, but it's not like, oh, it's gonna be a 10-year plan with Kingdom Hearts 3. It's like, no, it's just, here's Kingdom Hearts 3, get out. Maybe you get a DLC, which we did end up getting down the line. Final Fantasy 15 was pretty bad with it, though. They made a bunch of DLC for stuff that happens in the story, and probably would have been much better if it was, you know, in the game. But, again, that was a lot of development hell stuff. It's not the same as, like, a 10-year plan kind of thing. Profit of 4 nights, but also sell a full-price game. Yeah. And then again, where I was getting to with this though, Square Enix, you know, just fucking whipped their dicks out and just made an MMO, and it was not good and no one liked it, and then they made another one, basically, with the skin of the other MMO, and we're just like, here's Final Fantasy 14, and it's been killing because it's a goddamn actual MMO. There are actual plans, and, you know, they actually make the game. So big, baby props to Square Enix, because, you know, they're doing a good job, I guess.
Time to bring out the big guns! Time's ticking away!
Time's ticking away. Wow, you're so cool. Oh my god. Whoa. Boop. It's so much more insidious too, because we have this conversation around here sometimes, but like gambling and stuff like that, like loot boxes and shit, are so much more impactful in games because, you know, of how like visceral the experience is of playing a game. It's like the best parts of the medium, you know, the thing you would advertise to your buddy if you're trying to get him into video games being like leveled against you for more money. It's so gross. They don't shy away from it. Legit, the story of Final Fantasy 14 is about the fact that the world reset. Yeah, exactly. And you know, if they did want to just like shut it down and then make a new game, that'd be cool. But having so much like confidence in your remake, I guess is what you could call it, and just being like so open and honest that it's an MMO, you know, none of this pure plan bullshit, you know. They're killing it with Final Fantasy 14. Genuinely killing it. Every time Final Fantasy 7 gets re-released, not like the remake, but like they put it on a new console, they still kill it. Because again, they They just make games. That's it. It slays. It's so good.
Execute. Don't
I don't know if that has
get
anything to do with Japanese values in game making though, like it has with Nintendo though. It would make sense if that was the case. And that's why they end up in slightly better situations, or slightly better moral situations than a lot of the Ubisoft, EA stuff. And Capcom's had some serious low points and still kind of nickels and dimes people with Street Fighter like they always have, but they also have been doing a really, really good job lately, and people have been very, very positive about their products, so maybe it's just a Japanese gaming market thing versus... And then, of course, none of this applies to indies. I mean, all of it can apply to indies if they're making, like, a shitty mobile app that, like, nickels and dimes you. But on a larger, more abusive scale, none of this applies to indies. Most of the things we've been talking about tragically happen to indies more than they happen like from indie game developers. Like getting boned over on Steam with like a sale that they weren't expecting, or like PS Plus deciding to make their game free. Please don't touch me. Oh, she touched me. What time is it? It's almost 2. Damn, I really should get some sleep soon, but I also really, really want to do this. The duality of game. Don't know if you're a fan of Fulbright, but their like main dude had to step down for being a total jerk to women on staff. No, I'm not familiar with that. What is Fulbright? Are they indie devs or? That's really funny though. Meanwhile, you know what? Never mind. I'm not gonna give a meanwhile over in whatever's going on. We all know what's going on with like Activision and like Ubisoft, so I'm not gonna get into it right now. That would just be a bummer. But we're all thinking it, so it's already a bummer. Drink some water. Made Gone Home? Oh wow. Hold up. Someone who worked on Gone Home was being a douche to women. Fucking dumbass. What the fuck did he think was gonna happen? That is so funny. I haven't played that game yet. I don't quite know how it ends. I want to play it. It's definitely on my list, but isn't that game about like very, very serious homophobia from like a lesbian, or like that a lesbian couple experiences? What the fuck was he thinking was gonna happen? Heavy story game about women and queer people. Yep. That is immensely funny. I mean, very tragic, very sad for the people involved. That's so funny though. Holy shit, what a dumbass. I highly recommend both of those games. What was the other one? Tacoma. I don't know Tacoma. I've never even heard of that one. So I'll have to look into that. Please don't hit me. Oh my god, she actually didn't hit me. That was so nice of her. God damn it. I don't want you to do this. I don't like this. This is mean. Sick. Okay. Doing good work. Making good work. For good progress. Tacoma's lesbians in space. Fuck yeah, man. I gotta do that. That sounds great. I really appreciate queer couples in gaming. Mostly because, and this has nothing to do with the actual queer couples most of the time, but having something that's like, and I don't think, fuck. I don't think it's good. I just want to state this beforehand so nobody gets the right impression. I think it's super stupid that to gamers there are like two of everything when it comes to like colors, like what color your main character is. There's white main characters and then political main characters. It's bullshit. You know, like straight relationships, political relationships. Bad. That's a bad thing that gamers do. But whenever there's like gay stuff in games, that's just an easy way to free your story from any shitty like conventions. You know what I'm saying? If you do anything like even minorly subversive like that, you've already freed yourself from any conventional storytelling and can make something interesting, even if it's not good. So I really like hearing when games do stuff like that, or any story does stuff like that, because that's just the current state of art we live in. You know, not saying you can't do subversive things with like straighter relationships. It's just like immediately makes the thing more interesting, just because of how the surrounding environment interacts with those kinds of dynamics. I hope what I'm saying makes sense. I think I'm having some tests coming in September. Shame. I think you're going to be having a lot of tests coming in September. That's how the school works. You have to piece together what happens on a space station via Ooh, that sounds awesome. Little mystery game. Very cool. You could have just said Gone Home in Space. That's funny. Makes total sense. Cool, thanks. I once saw, again, because I like to patrol what the dumb people are thinking. I once had someone explain Gone Home as, I'm not gonna say the word, but it's like Slur Mansion 3D. I'm sure you can figure out what it is. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Why? How do you review a game and have the title of it be a slur, and like that's your issue with it, and then claim that you don't just hate gay people? Just to further clarify, it's the slur that's specific to lesbians and not just gay people. It's like, what the fuck? Why would you do that? Like, you just gave the game away. There's no way to like weasel your way out of this one with some word magic. You've shown everyone what your issue is, dude. Calm down, please. Sorry, that was completely unrelated and offensive, but I thought it was funny. Okay, gamer time. I'll never get, oh god, now I'm thinking about, I'll never get over Ubisoft saying their game isn't political when they have like an enemy faction that uses like the BLM fist and those people are the bad guy. It's like, listen, I don't care what you're saying past this point, but it's political. I don't. Also, I do care. That was a lie. It's bad, but it's not important. The Division 2 starts with people being all like, oh yeah, people with guns got to keep their freedoms to some extent, and it's all like, this isn't political at all.
Literally the opening
It's
line.
like, what the fuck are you? Like, you're so stupid.
What were they saying?
The opening fucking line. So funny.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. Very cool. So people who had, okay, cool.
Super informative. Thanks.
So that means you're pro. No. It's, we're not pro anything actually. We don't. I don't even know what the word pro means. Sorry, no thank you. The mission in Halo, the zombies in Halo is called the Flood, and they can explode. Oh yeah, I know. The mission in Halo that introduces the Flood in the library mission is scary as fuck. Glad I didn't play that as a kid. Meanwhile, my ass is playing the worst horror game of all time, that Mario Choose Your Own Adventure. Hey, if it's about freedom, it's not political. It's just American. Yeah, freedom has nothing to do. I know you're being sarcastic too. I'm obviously not making fun of you, but freedom has nothing to do with politics. Yeah, you're right. There's no way. There's no way having freedoms, maybe perhaps granted to you by some sort of government, has anything to do with politics. What if someone wastes their 100k points on Hotel Mario? I don't think that'd be a waste of points. I think that would be amazing, and I would probably grant them the rest of the CDI Zelda games along with it. You know, I wouldn't just make them do Hotel Mario and that's it. I would do everything. I would play those motherfucking like Wanda Gamelon, those fucking Zelda games and shit. Oh, that would be killer. That'd be so good. You would play it? Hell yes, I would. If there was a way to, if there's a way for me to play it without breaking too much bank, I'll do it. Like I bought I would ungrant them. Okay, yeah, Kale would stop it. Sorry about that. Kale would stop it. My bad, guys. The old ball and chain's gonna break. I don't know. I actually was thinking of a great joke and then I lost it. So it probably wasn't that funny anyways, but oh well. Ooh, hey, don't drop those. That'd be so funny though. Someone told me they're gonna make me play the town with no name, and I'm gonna play it. If it comes to that, I'm gonna play the town with no name. Oh no, what a time to find out I have a hygiene problem. Oh no, what a time to get kicked out by my partner because they don't want me playing Hotel Mario. Oh no, what a time to find out my partner doesn't like fun. No, I'd do it though. I would love to play Hotel Mario. I've always wanted to play those games at some point. The old ball and chain can beat the boss of Snow Peak Temple. You're fucking right. The old ball and chain. Oh god. Always helping me fight the boss of Snow Peak Temple. Oh man. It's like every time I try to get rid of them, they always just come right on back, but whatever. I mean, I guess whatever beats the boss. I've been, I know a lot of people, when Skyward Sword was getting announced, wanted me to play it. So I've been doing you all a favor and trying to harass Kayla into playing it first, so I won't be spoiling anything for that. Hopefully we can get to that sometime. Always love Skyward Sword. Although without Wii Motion Plus, I mean, is it even worth it? Let's be real. I'm just gonna take the L. Just take the L, and then let's go for it. One more life. Let's see if we can blast through 2 bosses without taking too many hits. Okay, here we go. Gamer time. Oh, am I gaming? Yes, I am. Eep. Well, that's not good. That's already a pretty bad sign for the, it's already a pretty bad sign for the run. Oh, fuck. There was Snow Peak Temple, that reminds me. There was back in high school, there was there was this chick who had a really hard time with Twilight Princess. She wasn't super into a lot of games, but she had her family had a Wii and she was playing, you know, Twilight Princess on it. And she got really stuck on this one part of the Snow Peak Temple, and I was like, oh, I could probably help you with that part, and I was trying to explain it to her, but she wasn't getting it. So she was all like, why don't I just come over? And I was very stupid, so I don't know if this was the plan all along, but she was like, why don't I just come over and, you know, you can show me what to do. And I was all like, okay, that sounds great. And then they came over, and I was like, okay, so where's your like SD card or your save file or whatever? She was like, oh, I forgot to bring it. And at this point, I'm like, she really wants help, but she forgot to bring the thing so I could help her out. And so she tried to get me to the area and like explain what was going wrong, but I had already solved the puzzle. So she was like, no, I can't even remember what the puzzle was. I haven't played this game in like 4 months. I'm like, why? How have you not played this game in 4 months? And you're trying to get advice. So we just made out instead. And that's how that day went. It was weird. But I know this chick? No. No, you wouldn't. She was, we were friends in middle school, and then we went to different high schools. You're all like, you're lying to me. See, the thing is, I had always just thought that she was just like ditzy and like had forgotten it, right? And now that I'm retelling the story, I'm wondering if she meant for it all to play out that way, and I was just really dumb. And we made out a little bit, and then I never got back to her on it.
Supercharged!
And now I'm feeling a little embarrassed. I thought this was gonna be a story where I outed someone else for being dumb, but I think I might have been the dumbass in the situation looking back on it. What an oops. This totally real chick. Listen. Shut up. This was after I had my first relationship for like a month, but before I met, you know, my like 2.5-year-long high school girlfriend. So I was just kind of like really bad at relationships. And now I'm embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed. Plot twist, Tyler's dumb. That's not a twist. It's only a twist if you can't see it coming from the outset, and everyone should see it coming. It'd be like if you met a really nice mother figure in an anime who had a giant sign on her forehead that said, I am the main villain. And then when she became the main villain later in the series, you're like, oh my god, I didn't see this coming. Like, that's the kind of twist where it's like, oh shocker, Tyler's actually dumb. That's the only way you could get tricked by that. What anime mom is the main villain? I'm just saying, like, that's the level of obvious it would need to be. Ow. Why did I think it lasted longer? I don't know. Probably because there was a play going on at the time. I'm not sure. Actually, no, that's why it felt longer for me. I don't know why you would have thought it lasted longer. Whatever. It's revealed in Halo's Wraith that the flood can put an end to the Earth. Sick. Good for them. Just like Noah. Just like Noah's Ark. Famous story.
Supercharged!
That's been another one of my favorite memes lately. God doesn't participate in cancel culture. It's like, have you read the Bible, bro? It's like all he does in the Old Testament is cancel people. That's like his entire thing.
Supercharged!
Cancel culture is so funny. I saw a tweet just today that was like, I feel a little bad for massive celebrities surrounded by yes men their whole lives, and then they go on Twitter. Like, you know, it would take 10 people telling me to fuck off before I was like upset for the day. And so I feel like cancel culture is just these celebrities going on Twitter and being told to fuck off by millions. Remember Tyler high school relation was like talking to a wow. That wow.
Mafia!
Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Whatever. It's fine. Shit. Okay, I'm getting bodied again.
Blammo!
I just need to slap the murder sticker on whenever I want to kill somebody. Oh, I don't have. Oh, there it is. Okay, I'm gonna kill now. You know what I did last time actually that won the day for me? I switched to like my ass kicking outfit. Okay, maybe now that I'm wearing my disgustingly pink blonde ass kicking outfit, maybe now is the time that I'll win.
Supercharge! I'm gonna get you!
Oh my god, I just thought, how sad would it be if I peaked in high school? Not because I like actually hit a peak or anything like that, but because I just didn't do anything for the rest of my life. I feel like that's already not true. So, I think I've already hit a higher point than high school. But how sad would that be? You're like a loser in high school, but you still peaked in high school because you don't do anything else with your life. I guess that's how most people who peaked in high school end up peaking in high school. They just don't know that they're losers yet. Tyler, you okay? No. Well, sorry about that. Well, that sort of just happens around us. Listen, I feel like that depiction paints me as more vengeful and angry than I actually am. But it also, like, it fits so well, so I don't know how to combat that. I don't know how to think about that. Asburn. What's going on, Simply? Welcome back. How it be, how it do, my god. How it bolds well. I wonder where Kayla and I are going. We'll have a good enough Wi-Fi to play Pokemon Unite off of. Actually, you know what? Pokemon Unite lags like a bitch anyway. I can just be the reason it's lagging like a bitch this time around. Because then I'd have something to do for a couple days that would, like... I've been thinking about, like, what do I want to do? I have, like, a Switch. Do I want to play through Mario Golf? Just do a little quick baby playthrough? Or something like that. Okie dokie. I should have put backseating okay on. If the Dark Souls community has taught me anything, it's that putting backseating okay on your, might not be able to say the night? Okay. Understood. Boop. Bet you can't do a death with one shot on. Fucking there goes my brain. I can't do this Death Wish with one shot on, but I've done several of them for one shot on. I even did an unnecessary one because someone paid, like, I forget if they just donated. I don't think they did. I think it was like 1,000 bits or something for me to do it on the train level. That was abysmal. What you want to bet? Donation. Fuck's sake, I changed that. I forgot. You could just add it. You could just put it back. You're a mod. You can. You're in charge of my destiny, also your own destiny. Boop. Okay, does that mean I want to?
Time to bring out the big gun.
What is? I don't know what that is. That's 10 cents. Oh hell yeah! Oop, oop, oop. Got him. Boom. Oh my god. The movement in this game is so cool. For anyone who doesn't know, because I just haven't explained it properly, or they're new to this game, the movement is so cool. Platformers with like very basic movement, but also very satisfying movement are always so fun. Because this game just has like, I guess you could call it a sort of like quadruple jump, where you jump, you get a double jump, and then you can do a forward dive, which keeps you in the air longer and pushes you forward, which can be useful for different situations. Shit. And then after doing the dive, you can push the dive button again to do a little flick out of midair, which is just gives you a little baby, you know, just puts your baby up, kills your momentum a little bit. It's just the spacing in this game is so fun. and your character is way too competent for most of the things you run into, but then you get to these death wishes, and suddenly the game doesn't like you as much. Suddenly your solutions to situations have gone very, 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 very,
Excuse me.
very down the list of things. A Hat in Time beat up. You know, the devs actually handed out Hat Kid to someone who made a beat 'em up, and she's a character in that game, which I kind of want to play just on the merit of I'll get to play as Hat Kid again. Which, you know, you gotta have some devotion to a character to want to do that. To play as them in a completely different. You hoe. You're ugly and stupid. Oh my god, what the. That sucked. I can't believe I got hit so much. Well, I'm gonna get through this phase and then take the L on purpose. You know what? No. No. I'm pink. I'm beautiful. Let's just win. How hard could that be? How hard could that really be if we just won? That's why I bought Smash. For who? Another reason to play as your villager. Not like Super Princess Peach, dude. That game was awesome, bro. I still can't get over how good Super Princess. Maybe I should do that one too. Bro, should I just give up? I'm like, I've been on like a Devolver and/or indie kick for a cool minute. Should I just be like, yeah, fuck it. We're gonna play only Mario games, and by that I of course mean no Mario games, only Princess Peach and fucking Wario games. Bro, that would be the best. It was so misogynistic and so good. Was that game even official? Super Princess Peach? The original was. Super Princess Peach 2 isn't real, tragically. But Super Princess Peach, the first one, was really good. Oh, I thought we were on the other phase, damn. I just got bodied there for no reason. I thought it was the phase where she keeps warping away before the ball shows up. The big mafia! I'm trying to take care of my voice, I can't really do it right now. Oop, oop, oop. I love how dubsteppy this boss's music is. What the fuck? Oh, that was weird. Well on this boss. Shame. God, shit. I don't think this run's gonna be successful. One more life, one more life. I want this so bad, man. I'm so close to being done with this game. So close to, like, I looked at the peak of Death Wish content, you know, and how hard it was from the get-go, and how little fucks it gave about my safety as a person. And now I'm on like the precipice of it. I'm almost done. I've almost conquered my soul. It's these kind of moments that makes you a gamer, man. It makes me a gamer, at least. I love mashing my face against hard stuff like this. Wake up, it's 2007. What pandemic Mark Crash? That must have been one weird dream. But come on, bro, let's play Smash Brothers. You mean for Wii U? Did that even come out in 2007? I'm gonna feel old as fuck if that came out in 2007.
The DSi didn't even come out until 2012. Yeah. 2012.
Must have been Brawl then. No, because DSi Melee only. Have my dates wrong? It's good enough.
Supercharge!
Oh my god, I'm sorry, I forgot about this earlier. Let me just rewind the conversation to back when I was talking about that one guy who was like, art is like bad, but was ignoring that, like, you know, the test of time and stuff like that. That person also said you can track how bad the art of our modern day is and how, like, you know, just trashy it is with like this, you know, the people who unalive themselves rate. And we're sitting here like, is this guy really blaming like the financial crisis on like Miley Cyrus twerking or some shit?
Mafia!
Like, wow, that's a bit of a reach. If it was a time travel, I would have many more existential crises.
Ultra charge!
What year are you from, Simply?
Okay, I think I pulled this out.
Oh, hey, what's up?
But
Mega
when you said that, I thought
charge!
you were going in a different direction. And you were saying like, oh, the suicide rate has gotten less, so that means that art is worse. And I was gonna be like, damn, this guy must really
Damn,
like anime.
okay, this person's on his shit. Straight facts, bro.
Suicide rate in Canada.
Oh, God. Wow. That's a lot of people hanging out in the sewers and going down slides. Haha. God, what am I talking about? I just gotta be. What next failed artist is gonna run for president? I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Kanye 2020 was tragically a lie. So
Spacey.
tragically.
Spacey.
Who?
The
I don't know who that is.
like a graffiti artist.
Oh, that guy.
Art.
Yeah, I
Despite
got
the fact
you.
that it's graffiti and that's antithetical to the point of graffiti.
Drake 2024. Snoop Dogg 2080, yeah, for sure. You know, I didn't actually read the article, but I read an article that was named Snoop Dogg leaves live stream on mute for 3 days while chat yells at him, but he doesn't notice. I can't believe Snoop Dogg just streams, and that's like a thing Snoop Dogg does. But he had his like mic muted for 3 days straight. Snoop Dogg is a gamer. Damn, I thought I was so funny. Soulja Boy for governor. Oh yeah, man. Soulja Boy's the #1 pirater of Nintendo content. I would trust him to run my country. Or state, I guess, if we're talking governor. How the fuck does autocorrect change? Sometimes I miss Arnold. We all do. God damn it, what the? Stop! Jesus! Do I get a second health, or is it just this one? Okay, get me out of here. Nope, not doing it. Not doing it, get me out of here.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm doing so... I mean, I'm not doing bad. It's hard. Just keep your confidence high, Tyler. It's hard. It's very, very hard. How many people have done this? On PlayStation 4 at the very least? It doesn't show here. Hold up, we're going to take a quick journey into Fist of the North Star land. You have a kill save, just so you know. I don't know if you noticed or not. 0.3%. I can do this.
Spell. Watch out, Predator.
Did you hear that? I can make him do it again. Put it closer if you want. Oh my god! Stomach. I just... Nothing. I just, as you were coughing out its bell, not child predator, a certain dank smell wafted its way over to this side of the room that I just wasn't expecting.
What? Jealous?
Yeah, I'm super jealous. Like you can't have any, it's mine.
Here we go.
Hey, look, a Kale-Say. That's crazy, man. I love Kale-Says. They're my favorite redeem on the channel that Kale does every time. And is so very, very good at. Kale, come do your Kale-Say. Do the next one.
Time's ticking away.
Bacon. You did that on purpose. Damn, it's child predator. It's spherical. No, I don't want.
It's spherical.
That's the other one, but you know, I thought it'd be funny to say anyways. Is he?
Well, okay. Bro, he deleted every after the David Dobrik scandal. He deleted literally every single mention and photo of David Dobrik off of his Instagram, which was a lot.
That's funny.
And Twitter.
That's a lot. What's something you can say to your family but nobody else? You're my family.
You're my mom.
Got him. Something you should only say to your family but nobody else. It's lit fam. Because why would you be calling someone fam if they're not your family? Life hacks with Tyler. You are my dad. You're my dad. Woogie woogie woogie. Okay, that was an easy phase one. Okay. I always feel like a speedrunner when I do this stuff. Like I'm just clapping through enough runs till, you know, the one, right? And then I realize I'm not a speedrunner. And that if someone was speeding, they're running this, they'd probably just be able to beat it. And then I get sad. Okay. Oh, are we on Mafia Ball phase? No, we're not. Okay. Mafia Ball phase now. Oh my god. Okay. Damn it. Oh, god. I hate that big laser. Kick the Mafia Ball. Kick the Mafia Ball. Oh, stop. God damn it. Come on, dude. Stop bullying me. Okay, I told you to stop, and you're actually not doing it. This is called not stopping. I would prefer if you stopped now. Go away. Okay, this is the final phase. I need to beat this boss while also, I don't want to say stalling. I probably shouldn't stall if I can avoid it. Oh, I'm gonna die. Okay, I didn't die. But if I can survive long enough to get extra healing from this boss, that would be the ideal situation. But instead, I died. Because in the main game version of this fight, for anyone who doesn't know, the NPCs around you are showering you with health so that you can deal with, you know, this tyrannical asshole. But here they just give it to you every once in a while. They're just like, you could survive without the health, can't you? And then you just get lasered to death. Way, you're there. Boom. And this would be a little easier if I could use the time stop mask and or throw projectiles, but I simply cannot. It cannot be done. Also, the camera just kind of like flails around as it sees fit for this fight, which can lead to some of the less than fun situations. Shield time? Shield time. Okay. Pop up. What are you gonna do? Bouncy phase. Bouncies. We got the bouncies going. Okay, I gotta make my way over there slow. Oh my god. Nope. That's not gonna work. Maybe? Wow. That actually worked. No way. Move around. Move around. Don't touch me. Boom. Shield again. Shield again. Laser. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ah. Boom. Oh, we're already here? Hell yeah. Okay, what are we doing first? Ooh, laser. That's a good start. This is the only time where the lasers phase is the best shit in the world. Because with the lasers, you just have to be in the air and you avoid the lasers. Everything else is like, holy shit, like look at all this stuff that's just going on screen. Especially when she combos like where she throws a bunch of stuff into anything else, including the lasers, then it becomes impossible. Give me health, give me health. Why didn't I get any health? Ah! Just run clockwise for the purple timepieces. No, that doesn't work, because the purple timepieces, she throws them towards you. And then when they land, they make a like black beam of energy that, you know, if you're out of the way by the time it lands, then it will be aimed towards you. So just running in a circle tragically doesn't work. You have to react on the fly. I mean, maybe there's a strat for it that I just don't know about that would work really well, but you have to like pay attention to where the black bars on the bottom are and react. And like try to walk in a place that's not chock full of them before they make like these big fire bar kind of things that's, you know, murder you. But I appreciate the advice. If you notice anything else, don't, you know, feel free to mention it. Bomb. Plus, I gotta worry about hitting her too, because even if I could dodge the black bar phase all the time, actually, I guess if I could dodge it consistently every time, I probably would, and then just save doing damage for a different phase. But because it's so like fucked, especially the best part about the last phase is like, even while there's so much shit going on, if you can just manage to get a dive attack, like a homing attack that I've been doing, you can just go through everything. Like, nothing can hurt you if you do that. Leave it in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Ow. Make sure to leave it in the comments below, where I've most likely already gotten past the encounter, but, you know, I really would appreciate your can't use the time stop at? No, the specific last challenge we're doing is beating the boss rush with no... Never mind, yeah. Last time I could abuse the shit out of it as long as my health didn't drop to 1 HP. And, you know, I didn't realize not using it was going to be so absurdly difficult. Because I already beat the mustache girl without it. But now that I have to do that and then beat the Snatcher fight afterwards, it's so tough. He turned himself into a jar. He didn't turn himself into a jar, he was forcibly turned into a jar. I don't know if anyone would decide, hey, you know what would be fun? More importantly, when is a door not a door? It's when it's a jar. Oops, oh, can I get this? Oh, I can't. I don't know why I didn't think they would do this to me, but throughout the whole time I was doing these death wishes, at no point did I think they were going to put me through a boss rush at the end. When is the door able? I don't know. When is the door able? When it's my partner? That's the most... Door... I'd say... I can't make it work. My partner's cute. Just deal with it. Turn himself into a jar. Funniest shit I've ever seen. Oops, hey, whoa, you didn't freak out. You just started spinning. Super toxic.
Ultra charge!
Okay, here we go.
Mega charge!
Shit. Oh well, I can take 1 damage on this guy, no big deal. I've had so many deaths. I really wish the death counter wasn't still ticking away. That would just make my ego feel a little better. The worst part about this one, though, or I mean, not the worst part, I guess the part that's like, whoa. There's no peace and tranquility for this one. Like, out of all the ones throughout the entire game, they have different ways to make the thing a little easier for you and let you, like, Ben Gay. The baby that plays League and likes the color blue. Dude, I wonder what it's gonna be like when Ben, our mod, the Wire Angel, starts waking up, like, starts waking up around the time stream gets started. I wonder if he's gonna show up more. And then have to, you know, deal with us harassing him. I should text him, by the way. He's moving to England, or he was moving to England right now. Like, his flight was, how many hours ago? I can't do the little mental math in my head right now. I'm busy trying not to die. It was like 10 hours ago, so I should text him to see if he's good. Although that being said, he's probably asleep because he's not, you know, he's jet lagged. I hope he's moving in well and enjoying his New England life. Boy's a football non-Americano player, so, you know, maybe with his aid, England can finally bring it home. That was embarrassing. I mean, them losing wasn't embarrassing. The English reaction to losing back home in Great Britain was pretty embarrassing. I love these two. This is the smartest one, in my opinion. Just taking, because you only fight one of these guys in the main game, and just making you fight 2 of them, so smart. Big brain. Best thing they could have done. Where's the Snatcher fight at the end? They made him even harder than his normal EX fight and put him at the end. Son of a... Whatever, let's just restart. You know what? I don't want to fight the Mafia again. I didn't even do anything. I'll just die here. But yeah, they made him even harder and then put him at the very end. Which makes sense, you know, this whole Death Wish things are his idea in the first place, so I guess it works. Let's see. You know what I should do? There we go. I'm wearing the, now that I'm wearing the pink bow, oh, it's game over. Because I was wearing the headphones just so I could feel in tune with my character, but now that I'm playing with my full power unleashed with the bow out, it's game over. I'm gonna win now. Absolutely. There's no chance. No chance of a loss. It's impossible. Oh yeah, the toilet. Yeah, yeah, the toilet doesn't get an EX boss. Can you believe that? Toilet shaming. Are you not gonna give me any health? Yeah, that's what I thought, you pieces of shit. Give me my goddamn health, you birds. Oh, I missed. I can't believe I missed him like that. Embarrassing. Oh, you ugly. Are you really both doing the same thing? You suck. Stop. What? Why am I getting hit so much by these guys? Oh my god. It's like, it's always the lights too. Why am I getting such bad light patterns? I guess putting the bow on didn't unleash my potential the way I thought it would. We have a better skin. You know what? Let's just go like I'm gonna murder you skin. You know, like I am your goth girlfriend. You know, I have white hair. I wear all red and black. Also, it's time for me to murder you with a baseball bat. Maybe it would be better if I equipped the Peace and Tranquility badge too, so anytime I beat a boss, I can like flex on them. I can like, I'm gonna switch to the Umbrella too, just so I can like really fuck with these people. Just mid-boss fight taunting. I'm a pro FGC gamer. What are you gonna do about it? I should have taunted him right there. That was my golden opportunity and I let it go. Blow little baby, because that's what's been missing this whole time. I haven't been taunting enough. If I can inflict emotional damage on these boss fights enough, then I can win easily. Or, this is just a maybe though, I sincerely doubt it's gonna happen, or by overtaxing myself by trying to pull off something stupid, I'm gonna lose even faster. But I don't think it's gonna be that one. Just sit here and listen to that Peace and Tranquility. Shit! Sometimes you just gotta flex. Damn, the Peace and Tranquility takes a long time to kick in. Maybe I should do it every time a boss dies, just for the lulz. I remember how this game was originally going to be much more depressing, was it? I don't know anything about the development cycle. It is already kind of sad, mostly with the Snatcher stuff. Guess that whole area is kind of sad in general. Ooh, ooh, come on, come on. Yes. Yes. Just gotta accept the Peace and Tranquility. If I give myself a nice healthy shot of oh, she didn't do it. If I give myself a nice healthy shot of Peace and Tranquility between bosses. So peaceful, so tranquil. I love the Peace and Tranquility music so much. Now with my ultimate get-up equipped, my ultimate get-up and also my my Peace and Tranquility badge, since I can't use Fast Hatter anyways. Now it's time for me to win.
Here we go!
How could you do this to me, lassie? Slice of life!
Okay, we got this, we got this.
Eh? Go! Can't believe I let you.
I do like this game. I still think as far as platformers go, you know, it doesn't get me the same way either Jak and Daxter does, through just like sheer nostalgia points and being very cool, and like Odyssey does, but obviously it won't. It's an indie game versus like two of the biggest production games for their respective generations. I don't think that was ever in question, and obviously it will never beat the majesty that is Donkey Kong 64, just for being so goddamn awful.
The big guns! Tick-tock, tick-tock, and you're gonna blow!
Yeah, I get it. You're both TikToking. I get it. You're both cringy filmmakers who want to start on TikTok. Oh my god, why? It really hurts my feelings that Snatcher uses in his final fight. The Snatcher uses the buzzsaws. That hurts my feelings more than anything. I don't remember when I had to do this fight, but like I had to only fight one of the conductors at a time. Like I had to beat one conductor down all the way, and then I could fight the other one. Why did they make me do that? Oh, she looks so innocent. She's like, what's going on? Just a little hat girl doing a little hat jump. She's doing her absolute very best, and I appreciate that about her. Whew, okay. It's gamer time. No dance, it's true. I didn't dance here. I'll dance. I'll get as close to her as I can without starting the fight, and I'll dance right in front of her. She's looking at me like, what the hell are you doing? What on earth is going on here? I was like, yeah, what are you gonna do about it, huh? Fuck you, dude. I'm a little hat kid. I'm a little hat bastard. Nothing you can do about it. Get out of here. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh, god damn it. That slap is so busted. Can I hit her from here? That is... Oh, what was that? What the fuck was that? I'll take it. I'll freaking take it. Big poggies. What the fuck? That was insane. Oh, she's extra pissed. She's extra pissed after that one. I unlocked her secret inner super angry form. And when I say that, I mean she's already angry. I just unlocked the innermost, even more angry part of her. That was insanity. Okay, warp away. Now, are we in Mafia Ball phase? Yep. Stop going across the stage, please. I like the minute before, or like the minute after the ball hits her with the Mafia Ball phase, because I can see if I'm about to die from like a, one of these black lines or some shit. Okay, come on, come on. Shield phase? Oh, hell yeah. Damn. Oh, I thought I was dead. Doing okay. Oh, she's not putting the shield back on yet. Weird. Boom. Enough? No, not enough. Well, she's still not putting... Wow. She didn't put the shield back on for a long time. That was weird. It's okay. It means we get to start this part with full health, which is pretty sick, actually. Don't slap me. Okay, here we go. Ooh. If only I could just dive attack all the time. How sick would that be? Just free iframes always. This is a Mafia Ball phase. It can't be, can it? Oh my god, it is. Wow. Okay, can you stop warping so far away, please? Shit! Damn it. What? What even hit me? What? Did she jump on me or something? What was that? Oh my god, what a dodge. Ooh, didn't mean to make you teleport away. Okay, you're bullying me. Damn it. This has been such a good build-up, too. And now we either have one life on Snatcher, or we get through him with this baby amount of health. I don't like either of those scenarios. Wow, put on the shield immediately, like actually no downtime. Okay, this is the opposite of last time. Can you please calm? What? Oh, come on. Okay. Shield on again. This part is so much easier if you could just use the time slow mask. Ooh. Are we in the last phase? Okay. Okay, let's see if we can get any amount of healing right now. Oh my god, nope. Wow. How did I get out of that? I'm not getting out of this though. What? No way! Okay, there we go. There's a bit of damage finally. I was about to say, what the hell is going on? Health. Kill. Oh, no way. No fucking way. We're on 3 health going into Snatcher with an extra life. Are you serious? Holy shit. That's kinda chill, dude. Okay. Oh, I'm so nervous now. Holy shit, no fucking way. Remember peace. I gotta use peace before the fight. I got a piece directly in front of him and then piece directly after him. Holy shit. Alright, let's go, dude. I got high expectations. I don't. Tragically, he's not here. If only he was here, so I could like taunt directly in front of him before spiking him off the edge. That's a oh, I'm really sorry to hear that, Switch Boy. It's a major bummer. No one should have to deal with that. Okay, let's go. Just a couple flips. Jump over the lays or the these. Okay. Oh fuck, why does my lips start itching the minute I start the fight? Going this way. We're turning around. I don't like turning this way. I'm less comfortable with it, but we're doing it. Okay, turning around again while I have the time. Just because it makes me feel at peace more. At peace and at tranquility. Yeah. Gotta keep moving. Because as much as I don't want to have to move for that thing where the dudes are running around and like he's making the little explosions happen, I have to because they're dropping what are those called? They're dropping the lights from the bird bosses on me during that whole thing. Okay, come on. Oh fuck. The only good thing about this attack is it gives me another opportunity to damage him. Got some damage done there, very good. Oh shit. God, it's hard enough just dodging those. You really gotta drop time pieces on me while you're doing it. No. Okay, they left. They left at a good time. That's good. I don't think I'm gonna get healing from this hit. No! Oh no! I'm not gonna get healing from this hit, and I desperately need it this time. Oh, I did get healing from it. Okay, I must have been miscounting. It was understandable. I shouldn't be counting at all. This is way too stressful to be counting while doing. Okay, but I'm not gonna get health for this hit, that's for sure. Damn, I had to stop. Stop this phase. Oh, yes. I got another health. No way. I didn't miscount. Snatcher's just being nice because I have peace and tranquility deep within my heart. That's what it's gotta be. It's gotta be the peace, it's gotta be the tranquility. Throw. Boom. Another healing, no fucking way. Is it because I'm not using hat abilities? Is the game just taking it easy on me right now? No way. Are you kidding me? Over all those, I got hit, damn it. Okay, and then smack him. No healing from that one. Understandable, I've been getting so... Oh god, okay, this is where the boss starts to get a little crazy. Shit. Oh my god, what a dodge. No way. Oh! 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 My heart! Stressful thing, but especially when mom told me my dog. Also catch the infection. Oh, that's really sad. Yeah. This is like the final boss on the main game. Yeah. Except way more juiced. Oh, I get one more chance. One more chance. Okay, here we go. I don't do well in these last chance situations, so I don't have very high expectations. I do much better when I get to the end with 3 lives and then just do it then do it first try because I'm not stressing. Oh my god. Also, these guys hurt you now. They usually don't. They usually just harass you and make fun of you, but they hurt you in this fight, which is so mean. This way. Where's the... There you are. Nope. No healing? Yeah, I didn't think so. Oh, piss. Okay. Maybe I can get healing from this, though, and then maybe I just gotta play well, because I gotta get some more healing. I gotta get some more healing before the fight gets crazy. So if I take too many hits, I've basically lost it already at the beginning. Oh, come on! I wasn't even... Shit! Go away. Okay, got healing again. That's really lucky. Okay, this is the last one that matters. Sick. Boop. Oh, another healing. I can't believe I almost just jumped too far into the pit. How pathetic would that have been? Oh my god. No, no, no. Oh. Okay. I didn't get hit. What the hell? Give me something to hit you with, bro. Shit. What the... Do something... Oh, not this. Literally anything but that. God fucking damn it. Oh, that sucks. I like Smatcher with a hat. I like Snatcher with a hat too. I like it when he looks his very, very best. This fight is crazy, dude. I was not disappointed. I'm glad. I'm glad you're not feeling disappointed from that one. That was such a good run, though. I didn't do very well on the final boss. He's got, like, I don't know exactly how many hits it is, but it's
Supercharge!
He just throws everything at you until there's, like, no safe spaces to stand on. Okay. I don't know how much more this I can take, honestly. But, you know, maybe now with that run of practice, maybe we'll be good this time around. I just gotta get through some boring bosses to get there first. Maybe you were right, man. Maybe I should have done more peace and tranquility. And because I didn't do enough of it, you know.
Mafia!
There's no time to do it on Snatcher though. I wish if there was time to do Peace and Tranquility on Snatcher, I would do it. Oh, balls. Hot freak. What the fuck? Five stars. Rated very highly in your area.
Ultra charge! Mega charge!
Oops. Oh, I thought we were done. Oh god. You suck.
Can't be!
What an ugly man. But it's okay. The taking damage on this guy really doesn't matter as long as you're like above 1 or if you have 2 health, you're fine because like the birds start pretty easy and they give you tons of free healing early in the fight. Which is mean. They only give you like 1 healing at the end of the fight, which is a little abusive in my opinion, but you know, whatever they decide to do, really, it's up to them. They're the filmmakers, you know, they're the ones in charge of this place. That worked. Dogs or cats? I like dogs. Mostly because I'm allergic to cats. I mean, I don't think I have the energy to deal with it. I don't think I'm ever going to be a pet owner because I don't think I have the energy to take care of a dog. And, like, just be constantly there for it. Which is good. It's good to know in advance that you wouldn't be able to do that. Instead of just getting a dog and then putting it up for adoption when it's like 5. That's sad. Oh, what a fucking shitty pattern for you two. You guys suck. But I personally like dogs. Cats are way more my style when it comes to taking care of them, but I'm allergic. Well, Bird's the conductor, the Scottish one. Sharks are dolphins. Dolphins are way nicer and better, but I like sharks way more. You know what I think the problem was? I think it's because I almost had the perfect setup. I didn't have the baseball bat equipped though. I gotta have the baseball bat, so I'm doing Peace and Tranquility, but I'm not dancing. I'm like menacing them. So it's like voltage jokey. Oh no, now I'm immediately doing worse. Maybe this was a bad idea. Hey, can I get health from you too? Oh my god, if I can get health from both of them. Give me some health, give me some health. You know you want to. You know you want to give me some health. Give it to me. You suck. I hate you. You've been misinformed on dolphins by Hollywood. Oh, I've been tricked. Okay, I understand. Probably also been misinformed about sharks then.
2 minutes and 0 seconds until
Hat or cap.
Oh no.
The same thing, I guess. I don't know. Look at this. She's gonna kill you. She's gonna kill you. And you're gonna feel peace and tranquility while she's doing it. Master helmet, helmet. I can do way more damage to the world around me with a helmet. So fun. It's like, hey yo, bitch. I'm gonna fucking break your kneecaps. Peace and Tranquility, Fortnite or PUBG. I've only played Fortnite, but also Fortnite is free. So, probably Fortnite.
You.
Kinda hurts to say, but Apex, what a good suggestion. Oh yeah, if you're just gonna be outside of the realms of reality, that's fine. I'll just do some piece and shit. Some piece and shit. DK or Banjo? DK easy. Ow, bitch. Ukulele. Just always finding the third option, even if it's the wrong option. Actually, Rayman, I don't know about that one. I'd have to replay some of my favorite Rayman games. What? Why didn't I get the... What? Why on earth didn't I get the chance to... I'm just gonna take it. Why didn't I get the chance to homing attack her? Mario Party or Crash Bash? Did you really just ask me that question? Oh wait, no, Crash Bash is the good one. Sorry. I forget. I always forget that there's a second Crash Bandicoot party game. Because there's one on the DS that's just garbage. Also, I love it. Stop warping that far away, you hoe. Oh god, I'm at the point of the night where I'm calling her a hoe. I think I'm too tired now. That usually happens on this specific boss when it's too late at night. Great. Ooh, what a good grab. Okay, there we go. Okay, come on, enough. Give me enough. Okay. Now I just gotta play as skilled as I was last time, where I just somehow don't take any damage. It makes it a lot harder when you're in the floor like that. Maybe I can just avoid the whole time and get like my full health bar back. How funny would that be? I mean, I'm not gonna do that if she keeps warping into me. Give me health. I didn't get health. Oh, she's not dead yet. I thought she was dead. Oh my god. Okay, I just gotta get a W. Nope. Come on, give me some health. Please. No health? Oh, I got health right when I hit. Yes. Oh, yes. That was killer. Okay, we're back. We're back in the exact same situation. Forza and Gran Turismo are racing games, just, you know, simply. Jetpack Joyride or Mario Run? Probably Jetpack Joyride, World 1-1 or 1-2. 1-1 is too iconic, even though 1-2 has the, you know, warp spot. I can't believe we're back so soon. Are we really gonna do it? Are we gonna do this? I'm so excited. I just want it, man. World 1-0. You mean World -1? Silly buffoonus. Silly buffoonus. Okay, here we go. We're back. Got my baseball bat. Got my ponytail. I got my bow. I'm ready for my dubs. Here we go. Let's get them dubs. That's too close for comfort. Okay, that worked. That was a pretty easy pattern. That was scary. Oh, those got really far. Holy shit, stop. God, I hate this dude. Okay, come on. We're doing okay. Running out of questions. Simply can do this all day. Yeah, he can. Oop. Pop you in the face. Holy shit, that was close. Gotta keep on the move, but that one phase is the one time where I regret always staying on the move. He's gonna warp in. Boom. Easy. Nope, don't like this phase. Put it away. I love holding on to it. Sometimes I'll hold on to those and just throw them at him when a phase I don't like comes up, like this one. Or the red ring phase. Or this. Oh god, all the phases basically. That's when I discovered I hated all the phases equally and just threw whenever I got it. I don't like this phase that he's, or this cycle that he's on. Something's off about it. But whatever works, man. Nope. None of that. Oh my god, we're at full life. I mean, we were at full life earlier, but we're at full life again. Oh my god, stop. Oh, there it goes. You're running around? You're running around. I hate you. He's coming in. He's coming in. Oh my god, this is going so well. This is going too well. All the adrenaline. It's clogging up my throat. That's not good. That's actually really weird. I should get that looked at. Whoa, 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 that's way too fast. Holy shit, calm the fuck down, bro. What the fuck was that? Was that... No, do a phase where I can hit you, bro. Oh my god, he let me get all these hits off on him so he can hit me with the crazy phases later. I gotta get some life. Come on. Yes. Okay, come on. One more phase where I can hit you. Please, I bet. I don't know. Don't say anything. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Come on. That sucks. I know a 41U question. I don't want a question. I just want a dub. That's it. I can't think of questions and play at the same time. I gotta get this, man. I'm so close. 41 master questions. Okay, easy question. Sega, Nintendo. That's it. Okay. Whoa. Let's go. We got this. It's gamer time. Gamer time. Okay. I just gotta be really... I was gonna say patient, but being patient doesn't work on this boss fight. It just doesn't. I just have to be careful. I have to be incredibly precise the whole time. Get the fuck out of here. No health? Oh, you piece of shit. Oops. A little faster. Jump here. Grab that. What are you doing? Nope. Don't like this phase. Put it away. Bonk. Oh, great. Oh, this is so hard. No distractions. Only brain. Ooh, fuck. You fuck. It's unfair. Okay. Go away. I don't want that. Oops. Okay, there we go. We're doing it. We're doing it. And there's some damage. Unfortunate, but I think I chose the best point to take damage in and the best way to use my iframes. Please don't leave. Oh my god, he didn't leave. What a sweetie. Okay, we got it. Okay. Oh, I thought it was gonna be the razor blade, or the not the razor blade, throw that, get out of here. Can I get some help for that? No. Oh, here's the razor. Oh, I called it that again. The saw blade phase is what it is. Okay, here we go. Come on, give me some help. Oh, yes! Oh my god. Where's the guessing attack? They took it out because it was too easy to deal with. I did it. I did it. I've been playing this game for months. Months trying to get all these death wishes out of the way. And it's done. I did it. It's over. I finally got the last ticket. Or the last thing. I did it. Accidentally use his hat ability. Yeah. How fucked up would that be? Coming out of Eternal Lurk to say proud of you. Thank you, Squid It Live. Really appreciate it, man. Thanks for stopping by. And thanks for the lurk. Really appreciate those. Holy shit. I did it. I did it. And that means next week, barring any unfortunate circumstances, we will finally be moving on to a new game. Intruder alert. Now, is this just a glitch or... Yeah, okay. We've already met those guys. No big deal. Okie dokie. We did it. We're going to pick a new game for next week. And before we play that new game, I bet Kayla and I will pop onto this just to, you know, beat it, get the ending, have a nice, cute little time, and then we'll play something new. That's so fucking awesome. I don't know if I'll make a poll about it. I'm sorry, I'm so overloaded. I'm having such a good fucking time. I'm so happy. I don't know if we'll make a poll about it. I got a lot of indie games. I also haven't played a game with Kayla in a while, so maybe we'll do a cute little co-op game, or maybe I'll play Resident Evil 0. Anyway, I gotta talk to Snatcher first. I'm just trying to get all the logistics out of the way first. What's up, dog? Oh yeah? We're doing some contracts, are we? Are we, you stupid fucker? You're ugly. Yeah, slap a big Pikmin-esque complete over that map. Hell yeah. Oh, I'm so hyped. Yeah, I actually died quite a few times, but I'm good now.
You completed all my contracts, but somehow you're still alive to test me.
I did it.
Thanks, I guess.
And because I'm still alive, it means I did it all first try, like a gamer.
Congratulations. You want a reward? Look, kid, we've done this before.
The reward is more game, please.
I get the feeling you're not going to leave me alone. I know something.
Yeah, it's true.
It's always about you.
Give me something. Give it to me.
You weren't even supposed to make it this far. They should be picking up flowers for you right now. I guess we can't always get what we want.
Yep.
There. At least you have the feeling you achieved something. You earned
Is that it? You're giving me a sense of pride and accomplishment? I'll take it.
clear. Our business
I did it.
is concluded.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Someone else, kiddo.
I'm so fucking happy, dudes.
He's proud of you.
The last reward I got, by the way, I already picked it up, but I haven't put it on yet, because I just think it's not fitting until I got everything. It's a little Snatcher outfit.
Little frown? Why does it come with frown? Oh, it's so cute.
The mask covers up the mask, or that. Oh, she's got little fangs too if she opens up her mouth. Oh, hell yeah.
Wait, so-
Oh, sorry. She's got little fangs. That's so cute. So, I don't know. We'll make a next week when we're gonna finish this game before stream time, before whatever decide to play, and we'll just do like a little poll, I guess, for what anyone wants to see in the, or me beat the game with, whether it's this or the Bitchin' Anarchy outfit that I love a lot. Anyway, I'm leaving it with peace and tranquility. And the baseball bat. Streams with Kale Superman. I love watching that Pedro stream you did the other day. Your dynamic is super entertaining. Yeah, I love hanging out with Kale. They've been a lot busier lately, so they haven't been able to chat with us as much. But if we play some cuter Nintendo games, it's more likely to get Kale to come hang out with us. So maybe we'll actually go with that Wario stream or a co-op game so that they have to hang out with us. She smiles when it's on. Anyway, that was a lot of fun. I had such a good time with this game. Yeah, so Kale and I gotta get to bed right away, so I'm not gonna raid because, you know, I feel bad raiding and then not hanging out with the person. So I have a fear of rage, Tyler. We're gonna be busy for tomorrow at the very least, maybe even longer. I'm not sure yet. So I hope to see all you lovely people when we come back, which fingers crossed will be with the Messenger, because I fucking love the Messenger. It'd be great to play some more. Kale, do you need help? No, they're fine. They're fine. Just drop the kids off at Bodster. Smart. I'll do that. Yeah, we'll go raid Bodster. Thank you for bringing that up, Kale. Bodster's a good friend of the show. We love him. So, you know, if you have access to Kirby dabs through points or subbing, please slap them down. We love slapping our Kirby dabs down as we patrol the internet as the Abu gang, the mightiest army in the world. And I hope to see you guys next time. So take care. Oh, and I forgot to mention this earlier, but if you are really into the idea of me playing Stardew, we will get to that. I'm just gonna do it next week instead of anytime this week. So, oh, he's playing The Simpsons Hit and Run. Fuck yeah. Anyway, thanks again for watching. I'll miss you guys, but I'll be back in just a few days. So see you guys later.